For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court. When you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
In Lorain City Schools, we believe in providing more than just an education. We offer experiences that inspire, nurture, and empower our students. From vibrant art and dance classes to career pathways that shape futures. Nurturing preschool environments to milestones of graduation. In Lorain City Schools, every moment is an opportunity to experience more. Enroll today and unlock a world of possibilities.
Students, this is the Cleveland Browns linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Make sure you start off school this year on the right foot by showing up every day on time and ready to learn. Let's stay committed, let's stay focused, and let's stay in the game.
Wilfredo Gote Goto, I graduated from Lorain City Schools, class of 2022. First day I walked in the middle school door, Coach Sherwood, "You play football?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, you want to play?" I was like, "Yeah." Obviously sports come with high school, but the books come first. That's what anybody gonna look at. Physical strength and mental strength are two different things. Get what you have to get done. Just, you know confidently you're gonna graduate. Lorain City Schools, I just really say thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
25. It's Lorain Titans football. Tonight the Titans host the Elks of Brush for the opener of the 2024 season here at George Daniel. Jay Ferguson, Tom Bauer here to bring you all the action. And Tom, you know, there's no night like opening night.
Oh, and you know, it's a beautiful night. It's going to be cool. You know, I hate it when you open nights in a 90 degrees when your linemen can't play both ways.
Right.
But I think we're going to have a great football game tonight. I think the people are going to see a little different. Anyone on TV is going to see a little different football played from the last few years.
Well,
so
that starts at the top with the new head coach, James Boyes, brings his experience and expertise to Lorain, where he's been a teacher. Been a successful coach at a lot of other places. His biggest task in the offseason was replacing linemen.
You know, I wrote that down, I think, as probably the thing that's going to make or break this team is can they adjust to losing some very good linemen last year.
Yeah, they had four senior starters on the offensive line graduate. Juicy Ray is the only guy back, so he's going to lead a young, inexperienced crew. We might see some guys like Luke Wilson playing a little bit both ways.
Well, you know, everyone always mentioned how great a back John Solomon was last year, but you got to attribute a lot of that to the good line blocking he was getting because that was a running team, and they were blocked for him.
And the guy that's going to be in focus for that this year is number 0, Osir Kimball. He is to our right and deep on the far side of the field, expecting the kickoff along with number 3, Joseph Gaines.
Joseph Gaines, deep receive for the
for Brush, number 10, Isaiah Parker will kick. These two teams opened together last year at Brush. Lorain was on top 35-7 in what started a very successful, turned out to be 7-4 season. But now it starts for real in 2024. We're underway on a spinning kick down to Gaines at the 16. Straight ahead, he's got a hole out across the 40.
Nice little return, and I see some downfield blocking on the thing, which you'd like to see in a kickoff.
And, you know, you got one cut when you're a kick return. Get it up the field, and that's just exactly what Joseph Gaines did. And the Titans will start at their own 43-yard line.
Now, I think if
First and 9, unless they adjust the stick.
It looks like a little repair job going on the number there.
Oh, okay. Chase Davis is the quarterback. He's got Osir Kimball outside. We'll get the rest as we go. That is Hyro Williams, their most experienced receiver, and a little bit of a water bug. Hyro off to the races. Hyro down inside the 30 to the 25. And there's the wrinkle, you know, right away, Tom. That's a little bit different look.
Yeah. Now,
Hyro Williams is listed at 5'8", 175.
I think they gave him a few pounds on that,
and a few inches. He reminds me a lot of Tyshawn Lighty. Same kind of exciting player. He was one step from being gone right there. Near side, Brandon Serrano is one receiver. Jemias Gaines is the other. That's straight ahead, and that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. You know, starting the game off with an option like that.
And that was Hyro again. 5'8" around the end and 5'8" in the middle are a different thing, unless you're Barry Sanders. No gain there, 2nd and 10.
You know, I think they're going to move Hyro a lot of different places in this offense. So can they come up with another running back to complement him?
Now Terreno Allen is in the backfield. He goes straight ahead nowhere, maybe a yard.
I see your lineman was downfield. Is that Ray? I see he was on the 2nd level already.
Allen, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. Brings up a 3rd down for the Titans. Yeah.
Now you see what kind of specialty they come in with.
3rd and 9. You got to think they got 2 plays.
Well, you got Williams over here on the slot. He doesn't look like he's being tightly covered.
Chase rolls. Chase throws. Chase has it knocked down, intended for Kimball.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that has happened in the scrimmages, they've moved Chase around a little bit more than they did last year, but the sidearm delivery has resulted in some batted passes.
Yeah.
So now Allen comes back in the backfield with Davis, trips to the near side. Serrano is wide. That's Hyro in the middle, and Osir Kimball inside. Single receiver to the far side.
Yeah, that's the important person.
That's where they wanted to go.
That's the important person.
And he caught it, but short.
Short. He'll take over on down.
Pass is complete on the far
I think he was like a yard short, maybe a foot short.
I think he hit.
Brush will take over.
There's no debate. Both teams agree.
Yeah.
So the pass was complete, but a gain of 8 when they needed 9.
I'm sure the recognition that both Kimball and Williams have will bring the coverage into that trip. So your backside receiver is very important on there because he'll be by himself.
Yes. Titans will start with Luke Wilson over the ball.
Number 8, Jay Kilgrim.
They're in that 3-man line.
Ezra Williams and Brandon Buchanan are the ends.
Oh, you're going to call him offside, but the center did move the ball. I don't know how much latitude they give him in adjusting the ball. You'll see if they do a little bit of a replay. He did pick up the ball a fraction.
Mm-hmm.
We won't.
No, we won't. No. Let's see what they did.
1st and 5 with the penalty.
Okay, they moved the ball forward 5. Near side on the corner, Ray Smith and Terreno Allen inside of him as they look to run the same style. Swing pass that might go. Nope.
I think he might have.
Good closing there by Joseph Gaines.
It wasn't a bad block on Allen in there.
Yep.
So there was a nicely designed play.
At the 33 for Brush.
I see some size on the Brush line.
The Titans are going to flip their corners based on field because now Osir Kimball's over here on the corner. Another nice option pitch.
Well,
that was
up to the 36.
That was 15 Justice Vickers, senior running back. Quarterback is Jay Gilchrist, a junior. He's got Vickers behind him, and like so many teams these days, receivers spread out all over. Now they've got a tight end in. Here comes motion. There's the jet sweep. Nice job by Brandon Buchanan.
Play on the carry for
Brandon.
Brush, brought down by a host.
Is he related to the other Buchanan
no.
who graduated a couple years ago? A big receiver
Noah?
they had.
No, that's not Buchanan. Excuse. Yeah, it is. He is 68 this year. I just looked and I see some big, tall, thin drink of water, and I think it's Brandon. He's about 6'6", and it is. So he made a nice play, and it's 3rd and 13 for Vickers. For Gilchrist. Gilchrist wants to throw. Buchanan's after. Throws long downfield over everybody's head. There was some contact at the point intended for Kevin Powell. Osir Kimball on the coverage, and it'll be 4th down for the Arcs.
I think Brush might have been thinking that might have been interference, but I think it was just incidental. They just ran into each other.
And the ball was so far overthrown that I know there's no not catchable rule in high school.
That's an NFL, but yeah. Yeah, that's always an argument. If he didn't hit me, maybe I could have.
Not that time.
Yeah.
Now, this is Gaines and Kimball deep for Lorain. Ball is in the center of the field. I kind of like the 2 deep.
Yes, I always did like that.
Yeah.
Always liked it.
Can't see the punter's number. More importantly,
They have listed someone
snapper.
just as a K. I don't see him in there. Yeah.
Gaines will call for a fair catch at the 40. And the Titans will take over there. The one that I was really interested in was 25 because he's a freshman long snapper, Tom.
Oh.
And he did a nice job there. So Titans will take over in a little less field position, believe it or not, at the 40 for their second possession. We've got 8:32 to go in the first quarter, and we're scoreless. And what a beautiful night. And we'll talk about it as we go along here, but some of the improvements to George Daniel are out of this world. Starting with new bathrooms after only 90 years. Davis for the second possession. Fakes it. He's got a man. Oh, he overthrew him. Just get a little bit of air under it.
Just an inch. Yep. That was Williams down the field.
Hyro.
Yeah, he would not have been caught.
No.
It was. Didn't you always say no one was ever in his zip zone, his zip code?
Yeah. He was as open as Denny's, Lee used to say.
Yeah, it's nice getting the ball down the field. Wow, look at this lineup here. Kind of stacked.
Double stack, yep.
Yeah.
And that's Osir, and that's going, nope. Chase kept it, which was the better decision. Now, that might be a face mask. Oh, yeah, his helmet's off, so I'm going to guess it's a face mask. Now, Chase had, believe it or not, Chase had a scooter accident this summer.
Ooh.
So now he's going to have to come out for a play, which brings David Whitaker in. Now, I don't know that he should have to if it's because of a penalty. But high school rules are different.
Face mask.
That's
sure.
15. Yeah. So that'll take it across the 50 again. Now, Chase can come back. So I was starting to tell you, he had a scooter accident.
Okay.
And did some damage to the bridge work. So I know he had some dental surgery within the last month.
That means he must have hit something head on.
I think the ground.
Okay.
But he's played in both scrimmages and things seem to be going well. He's wanting to throw here. He's got another
ball's
one.
batted again.
And intercepted. And there it was, Tom. See that sidearm delivery?
Yeah.
That was picked off by number 4, Kevon Davis. Now, something happened. Maybe it wasn't caught.
Oh, did it hit the ground? I don't know. I thought he caught it nice and clean, but
they're calling it incomplete.
Maybe we'll see it here.
They had a better look than I did, and I thank them for it.
Did they have a replay man going today? No.
Motion again, Hyro Williams, a jet sweep. Nope, Chase kept it behind him for good yardage. Chase got about 4 or 5.
Yeah. Well, I think still brings up
3rd and 6.
Something you got to get the ball into some athlete's hand.
Out in space. Yeah. Got to get him out in space. Trips to the right.
I seen Hyro was in the inside.
Another batted ball. That's 3.
3.
So I mean, they saw the scrimmages. Interesting decision here for Coach Boyes. They went the last time, but it was down inside the 30. 4th and 6 at the 41.
I'd get the ball over to Williams. I think he's wide open. Look at that slot. He's the inside slot man.
You could throw it to him right now, and I would think he might be able to get it.
Well, one little wrinkle. I think
Hyro Williams, first down. Nice pitch and catch there. Chase Davis.
That's not the play we were talking about. But
no, that'll work. I mean, he ran what we were talking about, but 10 yards deeper. And battled through contact to make the catch. Hyro's been on the varsity this is his 4th year. Now, he's got to graduate, unfortunately. But Titans first and 10 now inside the 25 at the 23. They break the pistol and give it to Osir. Or that's Terreno Allen who cuts it back. And there's another flag, and I think that's going to be a hold.
Hold on, I think a lineman. You know, just
Yep.
the position of the flag. Yeah. See, Allen's going to be a big key in this offense. Can he take over the running back so they don't have to use either Kimball in the backfield or Williams in the backfield?
Well, Kimball and Allen are both playing both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So the penalty is going to be marked off 10 yards against the Titans for holding. O'Sear just got punched. Did you see that?
Oh, I didn't know.
He was walking by the official as the official went to signal.
I missed it. I missed it.
So it's 1st and 20. 6:57, clock ticking, first quarter. No score. There's a that's trouble.
That's what you talked about at
we didn't cover it. We did not cover it. The pitch was behind.
Yeah. You know, because
I can't see what the number is of the
pitch man?
Yeah.
The recover man?
No, or the running back.
Was it Allen?
No. He's 7. It's either 23 or 28. Let's take a look at the end. It's not 23. Derek Gooden, 28. So 13, excuse me.
Yeah.
That is Jason Moore. And he just had it go behind him and then must have knocked it loose from himself as he jumped on it. So Brush will take over at the 48.
That's their best
for their two possessions, far and away better.
That's tipped a little bit.
Complete for about 9. That's Kevin Powell, number 17. He just looks fast because of those yellow shoes, Tom. 2nd and 1.
Yeah. Did you watch the Olympics and all the different color shoes all the sprinters wore? Yes. Orange is the new color for shoes.
Yes, it is.
That's a tight end here.
There's a handoff, and that's going to go backwards. Let's see who we got there. There's Buchanan again, number 9. Chase Davis, is he playing? He's not playing linebacker. That'd be number 8, Jemias Gaines.
Yeah, that's who it was. And I got to believe
Luke Wilson
was
right
Wilson
there
right there
with the
still
ball.
on nose, right?
Yep.
Who's the end on this side over here?
That is Ezra Williams, number 90.
Okay.
And he is a beast.
Yes.
They were comparing him, like the scrimmage last week, they were comparing him to Antonio Wyatt.
I do remember him, yeah.
There's the linemen, all 3 of them right there. That was Luke that spun off. Williams was there along with Buchanan. And from 2nd and 1, it goes to 4th and 7.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of their pregame drills, and that's what they were doing. They were talking about hitting and taking the gap and hitting and taking the gap.
Now, Ezra didn't play last year. He's a junior, but they say he's unblockable in practice. Of course, Luke's been there so long that this is the last year of his rookie contract, I think. See how that freshman long snapper does? That one took a minute to get there. Straight up and spinning back. Watch out.
Get away from it.
That was the poison call right there. Going to roll dead at about the 23. There's a man down and a flag down, so I've got holding on the Titans. So we're not going to start from the 23, that's for sure.
Doesn't look like a cramp. They don't look like he's working on legs or nothing.
Maybe he had the wind knocked out of him. That's Ezra.
Yeah, it's the Williams we were talking about.
Yep.
Because this is the type of weather where you still, early in the season like this, you worry about cramps. Yeah. Yeah.
So now they'll talk over the penalty. Holding, now they've called it against Brush.
Yeah, they're marking it off against
So
them.
instead of the 23, it'll be the 33. It was funny. I don't know if you paid any attention to the official walking that off. The first couple steps, he looked like he was trying to take a yard step, and then he said, "No, I know where it's got to go." And
the wonder of mathematics.
If you're going to go with the 36-inch stride, then you're going to have this outside official step him off. So 1st and 10, third possession for the Titans, at this time at their 33. Straight ahead give for a yard only. That is Hyro.
Hyro.
You're going to get him broken sending him in there.
That's why I was hoping that Allen would take over the old Solomon position and keep Hyro out there in the slots.
Well, something else is Hyro didn't play in the scrimmage last week. He had some leg issues, and they held him out. He told me he'd be good to go.
Yeah.
Same play, same result. Nothing. So 3rd and 9.
See, that offense right there reminds you a lot of Crill's offense, running that inside power, but he had a very experienced lineman.
Well, and he had a back, that's used to running with some vision. Hyro ran where the play said instead of the opening that time. Now they look up and look at Coach Boyes. He's had a few tough situations, 2 4th downs and now a 3rd and 9. Chase drops back screen.
Oh, now there's some yardage there.
Yep, that is Terreno Allen. He's got a first down out across the 45 to the 47.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
I seen that rush and worried about it until I realized that was the
that was the plan.
Yeah.
And Allen showed good patience to stay behind the line because those linemen can be downfield if the receiver's behind the line in high school football. Now they tighten the formation up here. Twins to each side. Fake. Wants it all. Going deep. Hyro if he can get there.
245. Yeah. Nice over-the-head catch. Beautiful throw. That's what you said about putting air under the ball and letting him run under and catch it.
And that would, there was the adjustment that Chase made between those two throws.
Yeah.
That one had a little bit more air under it, and Hyro was able to adjust. Now we were Reggie Johnson for 3 years, but he's gone, and we have Jacob Rivera, Jr., soccer player. Kicked for the JVs last year.
I hope he does a nice job like they did last year.
Good snap. Kick is away. Kick is driven straight through.
Yep. You don't realize how much that helps an offense when you can put on that.
Especially the first one.
Tack on that play, yes.
Anytime you're tied and then you score, 7 is so much more than 6, and it doesn't seem like it should be.
I mean, because if you miss that first one, then
now you got to chase, or you're thinking about chasing,
and then you're thinking about should we be going for 2? And now there's
then you start bringing in 5-point leads and 4-point leads and 1-point leads and. Right now we're up a play, Tom.
Yes.
2:44 to go in the first. Titans will kick for the first time this year. Let's see who does the honors. It's going to be Jacob Rivera.
And I do remember last year they were kicking the ball rather than, you remember in years past it was always
kicking out of bounds.
Kicking out of bounds. Give the ball.
We had one year where we kicked it to Jeremy Wilt every time. Well, this is one thing you don't see in scrimmages.
The kicking?
Yeah. End over end kick is going to come down to about the 22 and land on the turf. Picked up there. And
yeah,
that went nowhere, out to about the, well, it looks like they're going to give him the 30, which is about where the ball landed when it bounced off his chest. Just too many Titans there to call numbers. But, you know, any kickoff that is inside the 35 is a success, because that's where they get it if it goes out of bounds. J.L. Diaz, 16, and number 8, Jemias Gaines, are the linebackers as we pick this up. I've seen them play twice, and they had different numbers on each time.
Okay.
The first week was just practice jerseys.
But they're putting a lot of people on the line.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Unlike years past, a single middle linebacker.
Outside the pocket throw, I think that was tipped at the line.
Tipped, yes. Was that Allen that tipped it? No, I can't see the number.
16 Diaz, I think.
Okay.
Yep, J.L. Diaz, number 16, got a hand on that one, or enough of it to deflect it. Again, the Titans are putting a hat on a hat up front. Pitch out, near side. They hooked the end. There it is. That was Diaz that got held that time. So that'll come back on the gain of 5, I would assume.
There's a lot of referees out there because I see a lot of blue shirts pointing that direction.
You know, it's funny, Tom, because I watched the scrimmage last week from the sideline. It's a lot easier to read those jersey numbers down there.
Yeah. Yeah, blue on blue.
Well, it's, black on blue.
Yeah. Thank goodness for the white outline.
Yeah. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Arcs. 2:18 to go. Clock running first quarter. Titans again with 5 up front. Somebody got through, but breaking loose, and now he might run for a minute.
Oh, that was nice running.
That was really well done, and that was J.L. Diaz again.
Yeah.
Now, they got about a dozen.
Yeah.
But if Diaz doesn't make that play, they may have made a first down. So it's 3rd and 8 instead of what could have been.
Yeah. I thought he got around the corner. He was going to outrun him, but Diaz pursued nicely.
Mm-hmm. It's 3rd and 8 as the clock runs under a minute and a half. Rolling, looking, throwing long. He's got a man behind everybody that caught it. Now they're off to the races.
I don't think they'll catch him.
No, and when he's done, it'll be 7-6.
That was number 9. That was
Tremere Salette.
Salette is right. Tremere.
So a busted coverage.
Yeah.
And it's 68 yards. From Gilchrist, and they're a conversion away from tying. And there you see when you commit that many up front, Tom.
Yeah.
And you don't get there. That was a long time. Snap back, kick down, kick underneath, no good. So the Titans will stay up, but only by 1. And again, that's why it's so nice to have one in the bank.
And the offense I can see is a little different from last year. They don't sustain that drive. They're going to be a big play team, I think, this
well,
year.
they don't, John Solomon was power.
Right, exactly.
And 4 senior offensive linemen were, they were follow me.
Yeah, yeah.
John, I had lunch with John before he left for college, and he told a funny story. They were lined up for graduation, and Shane Ramey Rowland, who was a defensive lineman, he's playing up at Gannon this year, told John, you just follow after me. And John said, I haven't gone wrong doing that yet.
Yeah.
John is down in West Virginia at Bethany.
Okay. All right. That's West Virginia, Parkersburg area?
I believe it is.
I liked, is it Rickovac? Remember him
yeah,
as a
I don't
lineman?
think he's playing anymore.
I liked him as a player last year.
Yep. End over end kick. Now that is off the hands.
You're still
kicked around. It went in the end zone, so it's a touchback. Titans got a break because that looked like a busted soccer play. First rule of kick returners is don't try to catch it over your head.
Yeah. Especially when you're like inside the 5.
And it's an automatic touchback. It's not a live ball once it goes in the end zone. So the Titans will get a break and start on the 20 instead of the 1. And again, you don't practice those things live. And I'm going to guess that, Jacob Rivera is a soccer player, so he's practicing with the soccer team every day. I don't know how often he's there to kick off for them. Davis kept it. Maybe should have handed it off. Faked it to O'Sear.
Yeah.
Now that looked like it was a zone read, but the book slammed shut pretty quick.
It did. It did.
They're going to generously give him no gain. Avery Martin comes off. Rolling this way is Davis. He wants slot. That's Hyro again. Got a first down out to about the 34. That connection's been dialed up 3 times now. $14-yard gain will move the sticks. We're under 40 seconds in the quarter. A lot of possessions in this first quarter, Tom.
Yes.
With only 1 punt, 2 punts. This is Titans' 4th possession already. Pass complete that time to Joseph Gaines for a short, maybe a 4-yard gain. Give him 3.
Are the 2 Gaines brothers?
I believe so.
Now, we had a player back in the 90s. His name was Money Gaines. Money. I don't know. Father maybe of these groups?
No idea. That's going to do it for the first quarter. We've played 1 at the George. Lorain 7, Brush 6. Back with more after this timeout.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court. When you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
In Lorain City Schools, we believe in providing more than just an education. We offer experiences that inspire, nurture, and empower our students. From vibrant art and dance classes to career pathways that shape futures. Nurturing preschool environments to milestones of graduation. In Lorain City Schools, every moment is an opportunity to experience more. Enroll today and unlock a world of possibilities.
Hey students, this is the Cleveland Browns linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Make sure you start off school this year on the right foot by showing up every day on time and ready to learn. Let's stay committed, let's stay focused, and let's stay in the game.
Inspiring
The
city
second
and
quarter,
campus.
second down and
Inspiring
7
people.
for the whistle.
I think that might have been an option. I think he was getting ready to pitch it to Williams.
Now I'm thinking that everybody wasn't ready for play. If we'd have been on defense and Brushes on offense, I'd have thought they were waiting for our band to stop. Now, Kimball's out here in the middle of 3 receivers. 18, Tyree Morales is inside, and then Gaines is outside. They're fake the option.
Okay.
Maybe they wanted that. Oh. There it comes.
They called the interference.
There it comes.
Yeah.
That was smart play by the defender who was beat. Joseph Gaines just got pulled down. It's only 15 yards in high school.
Yeah.
And a little jaw in there. Coach Boyes out to get somebody turned around and headed in the right direction.
See, that's not really an option. It's more of
That was a fake, yeah. That was
a long
yeah.
pitch.
It was almost the dead ball almost benefited them because it looked like they were going to run the option, and then they ran the
fake off of it. Yeah.
You say in basketball, you got to have a move and a counter for it.
Okay.
And that was the counter for it, and that'll take it across the 50 to the 48. And the Titans will scrimmage their 1st and 10. That's Allen in the backfield again with Davis. He wants to throw again, does throw again. Got Osir Kimball out there. Osir, despite all the contact, pulls it down at the 15-yard line, and it'll be 1st down from there.
I think I would have given him interference.
Well, I was looking for it.
If he not catch it.
They get the 14, 34 yards on that one.
Yeah.
Chase is well over 100 yards tonight.
That was I didn't know where they started from, but that was a nice throw.
Well, he was the middleman.
Yeah.
Terreno Allen straight ahead, and he's going to carry some arcs.
And fumbled the ball, though, I think at the end.
Was down. There was a whistle way before that, but it was pulled loose. He wasn't down. Yeah. And as I said, that was an issue the last 2 weeks in scrimmages. Ball security.
Well, you make your biggest improvements after the first game, so I hope they get that all out of their system. You know,
there's a whistle. Brush had take a timeout.
Too many people on the field?
Well, and then when they realized that the extra man cut between guard and center to go off the field. So I'm sure they gave him the option of you take a timeout or you can
take the penalty.
Yeah. So the Titans moving the ball now. A couple of those passes open up the running game. They got, a little 3-4 yard gain there on 1st down. Knocking on the door at the 11. Brandon Serrano back in the offensive huddle.
With all those 2 little quick receivers that they have, now they need some big, tall receivers.
Well, and Asir gives them a little bit of size out there. They list him at 6'2", or about 2 a high row.
But he's still quick.
Oh,
I
my
think
gosh.
he still use his quickness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trips to the near side. That's Williams inside of Kimball, inside of Serrano.
Brush is bringing, they have
4
down and 2 linebackers coming right now.
Yeah, you're red zone now. This might be the time for that quick pitch. Fake, throw.
I don't think the receiver was waiting for it yet.
Hyro
Yeah.
claiming he got bumped off his route. But that and $2 will get you popcorn at the concession stand. You know, there's one of the new improvements here at George Daniel that we're going to need to talk about as we go on is we've got the brand new concession stand down at the north end, but that's not the biggest one. Chase changing the play at the line. Snap, roll. That's going to be an option. Allen's going to have a first down. Allen's going to be stopped just short of the end zone.
Stopped him at about the half-yard line.
Illegal got a hold. Got a jersey grab. As a matter of fact, I saw the signal. Flag was back at about the 14. So that's behind the line. If that comes from spot, it's going to take it back to the 24. And, the Titans now in danger of coming up empty again for their second time in the red zone without first possession of the game. They were in there and didn't get it in. Two to each side now. Davis. That was just miscommunication. Somebody zigged when somebody should have zagged or something. A spread
formation offense takes a lot of reads.
I was going to say,
Your receiver has to read exactly what your quarterback reads. Maybe the quarterback read that they came up on him, so he should have gone deep, all those kind of things. But,
it sounds like it should be easy, except that you got two guys reading from different vantage points.
Yeah.
Now you got single coverage over there to that side. There's the screen again. That's Hyro. Hyro to the house! Snuck the little water bug in behind, and on 4th and 17 from the 22. The Titans.
Yeah, he just needed one or two blocks, and he didn't wait for all the blockers. He just outran everybody. Yeah.
Second touchdown pass of the night for Chase Davis, both to Hyro Williams. This one's 22 yards, and here comes the S joining the L and the H. Looks like the mustard, ketchup, and onion race at the Jake. Rivera to kick.
This is tired.
Davis the hold. Good snap. That time.
Didn't get enough
That snap
altitude.
took a little bit longer that time. And that one is blocked.
Yeah, an extra point or field goal takes a lot of things to happen that maybe the kicker is the last option. There's got to be a good snap. There's got to be a good hold. There's got to be timing.
Well, that snap was slow. I don't know, have no idea who the snapper is or was.
And you did mention he's a soccer player, so therefore he's practicing over there, a couple hundred yards away.
A different time.
So maybe he comes over every now and then. Yeah, we've had soccer players, and sometimes you got to adjust to their schedule if you really need them.
Last week, Amherst had a female soccer player kicking.
They have a nice program over there.
Yep.
An old Southview grad, Gary Gonzalez, is the girls' coach.
Oh, okay.
For soccer
Did not
over there.
know that. So 13-6, Titans up 7 with 10:37 to go in the half. Rivera will once again kick. That one's going to go out of bounds.
Take it at the 35, I assume.
I'm okay with that. So Brush will start at the 35. He must not have had a good enough angle on that one as a soccer style because he's lined up on this hash.
Yes. Yeah.
And which to me would mean you'd think he's going to pull it.
Yeah, you're going to kick it more. Oh, well.
And he didn't get the club face closed and had a slice. And what I know about kicking is not much, so.
He takes a long approach, a 10-yard approach, So I always like people to take maybe a 5 yards. You don't have as much chance to waver off course.
I think he's feeling his way here. Serrano in at safety now. Just ran out Latrell Jones. Titans got Bird long on the last one. Let's see what Brush comes up with. Whistle. Officials time. Somebody, I'm going to guess that Allen did not have a mouthpiece in. Emmanuel Rosario, 15, comes in for Terreno Allen on the near side linebacker. Odd splits on the line, Tom. Look at the split between guard and center on this side. They go the other way instead. Still moving forward. That's a bad sign for the defense when the running back's falling forward. He was hit 4 yards behind where he ended up. So it's going to be a gain of about 8. No. Yeah, 2nd and 2. That's Vickers, the running back, 15. Gilchrist is the quarterback.
Sereno is a center.
There's the toss to Vickers this way.
Nice. He kept him in.
He had good contain.
Yeah.
And going to be just short of the first down.
That takes it to 3rd down,
well,
right?
Now, the way they spotted it, it's a first down.
Yeah,
if you're touching the line, it's a first down. So now you got to communicate that to the stick guys who are ordering nachos on the sideline. There we go. I'd swear when the official on this side put his foot down, he right-footed him. But when they went out to spot it, he left-footed him.
Yeah, well.
For you John Madden fans.
You know, that matter of inches where you put the little clip, too.
Yep.
Matters.
There's the toss to Vickers going the far side. Closed down nicely out there. That was great contain.
And someone chased him from behind. I think the contained man slowed him down. The chase man tackled him.
I think J.L. Diaz, who's hobbling off, was the guy that got him from behind. Whitaker in now for Diaz. I'm hoping that's just a cramp. Is that Sly Worthy on the sidelines?
It looks like him. I didn't see him out there warming up at the pregame, though. That is Sly.
Yep. Good to see. Yep, he was early. Whitaker got to the receiver early.
No, they called interference over here.
No, they called it right up where it was, and I said Whitaker.
Okay, yeah.
That might have been Gaines. That's Gaines. So that's a spot of the foul because it was less than 15, I believe. But I believe it is also a first down. Anyhow, we'll talk it over.
Yeah. All right.
No flag.
Let me take a time and say this. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, look no further than Joyce Buick GMC. They offer a diverse selection of Buick and GMC sedans, trucks, and SUVs that can fit any lifestyle or budget. Joyce Buick GMC and Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealers are proud to sponsor of the Lorain High School Titans.
So after that discussion, Tom, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 10. They're stretching out one of the Titans. Always good to see that trainer go out and lean on the foot because it means it's a cramp. And while it doesn't feel good to have one,
it's better than an injury.
It's not debilitating.
Yeah. You know, and I've heard a lot of people say how you have to combat that. You got to drink water, and sometimes water flushes everything out of you. You know, these kids eat enough green kind of things, you know.
Osir Kimball. And while she's on the screen here, Lorain athletic trainer Tracy Menges collaborates with Cleveland Clinic sports medicine specialists to ensure your student athletes receive the best care for treating and preventing sports injuries. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sports medicine to learn more. Had to go to the phone for that one, Tom. We don't have it on paper.
And, you know, it is the lean, muscular
right
athletes to get the cramps.
Yep. So it's 2nd down and 10 now. That was a 1st down play after the question on the spot, correct. So they have a real funny split between guard and tackle on the near side. I mean,
yeah,
it's 1.5 yards.
Actually, there's a big split between the center and
the center and
left
the
guard.
Yeah, that's
too.
what I meant. Center and the guard.
Yeah.
The guard and tackle are relatively close. Gilchrist has him set, drops back. Had a man. Has a 1st down. That was Israel Powers, number 11. But he crosses the 50 and gets an arc 1st down inside the 45 at the 43.
I see another injury coming running off the way he's holding his arm.
That looks like an arm. That is Brandon Serrano.
It's a
Good
strange
to see Torreno Allen back in.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kimball.
I think I seen him down here still on the sidelines.
Yeah, there he is. He's still hobbling by Tracy Menges. There's the pass. Crossing route. Well covered. Tackle immediately made by Joseph Gaines.
Yeah.
Gain of about 4. 7.5 to go as the clock runs. Titans up 13-6.
So they don't have a tight. Well,
they do up top.
Is he a tight end?
Yes,
no,
he
was a little bit back.
But he's a number 18 or something.
Now he's on the line.
Right.
10.
Number 10. Nice cut there.
Beautiful.
Oh, my.
Fast
the backup tailback. That's number 20, Aiden O'Neill. And he just made one cut for a 1st down at the 31.
His feet were moving a mile a minute. I know that.
Yeah. But when he finally stuck that foot in the ground and cut back, he found a hole.
See, they got that number 10 over there.
He's on this side now.
Which helps that offensive line against that 3-man front. So that's why Lorain was going to have to sneak in another person. I think they did.
Well, they've walked the linebacker up.
A 61 over there is coming up. Maybe I'm misreading the number there.
Serrano come back from his whatever the arm injury was.
Because I don't think Luca.
Well, Luke may have 71 on now.
Okay, maybe I.
Because he's listed as 99/71.
So he's okay. I was looking for a 99.
Yeah, that's
way over everyone's head.
Everyone's head. Back there was 17 Kevin Powell. Ray Smith was stride for stride on the coverage as they took a shot on 1st and 10. Stops the clock with 6:33 to go in the 2nd quarter. Titans up 13-6 on 2 long passes from Chase Davis to Hyro Williams. I'll tell you, Brandon Buchanan has been in the backfield. There's the quick toss.
Oh, no.
And he did a nice read on the block there. The tight end took the wide linebacker
out
wherever he wanted to go and cut it up inside for 4. Whereas if he'd have tried to string it out, might not have got anything.
No, that was a good thing because number 10 is who now we're calling a tight end. He took the contained man way past where he needed to be. See, I think they're almost in a 7-man front.
Lorain.
No. Brush.
Well, with that wing back
with that wing back, you call him a blocker.
Might as well be. All you'd allowed to do with him is change sides.
Yeah.
They haven't run any motion. End around. There's the tight end. Look at that double team on the corner, and he's off to the races. Brought down, but not before. He's inside the 15 to the 11 is Isaiah Parker.
See, that's what I mean. He's a blocker. That wing is a blocker just like he was a tight end.
I'll tell you what, they fired up they locked our cornerback up.
I didn't know those are yellow shoes. Flag. Yeah, I thought they were yellow shoes there for a second.
Now they're walking back, so let's see what this call is.
10 got his hand up. I don't know. Oh, he means
he's a runner. He wanted out. I'm going to guess that downfield block might have been considered a hold. Holding Brush.
Yeah.
And it started from downfield.
Yep. So that's why they're back to.
That's why they're only back to 3rd and 11.
See, now they're spread out. They're not in that 7-man front anymore. Now they're only in a 5.
Wow, he's open. Oh, my goodness, was he open.
And he put a nice little move. Nice little move.
That is Tremar Salette. And he's got another one. It's his second touchdown, 32 yards. So what are the chances, Tom, in a high school football game? 4 touchdown passes in the first half, and the shortest one is 22 yards.
Yeah.
2 for Williams, 2 for Salette. The difference right now is the extra point of Rivera. Number 30, he who shall not be named, is the kicker. Ball rolls back, and he did a great job tying the game.
Well, he got that off the ground, didn't he?
I think it was flat.
Now, they list was that the one they have listed just as a kicker?
They don't have him listed at all.
45 is who I have as a kicker. And
45 and 46, but
yeah.
That was 30.
Yeah, I seen that.
So we got a new game now. 5:22 to go in the half. You know, the game of the night in the area, Tom, is Avon St. Ignatius at the Brown Stadium.
Yeah. So the game of the week next week is going to be Lorain at Elyria.
On Saturday afternoon.
1 o'clock, yeah.
Now I'll be sitting 120 miles farther south at the Shoe.
Who did they have the opener up?
Akron.
Okay.
Now there's a penalty. Oh, no, they're just getting them on the right side of the field. They had me faked out. Gaines, number 3, and Geiger, number 11, are back deep for Lorain. The T, my kingdom for a T. Now, this is the 3rd time they've kicked off, so one would think that
no one would know where it's at.
Yeah. We have to go to the film and see who carried it off after the last one.
You'll hold it. I'll hold it.
They cannot find the T.
I'll hold it with my finger.
Now you got to see if he's going to loosey him. And take his finger away and let the ball fall.
I don't see
Isaiah Parker, 10, is the kicker. Sort of flinched. Picked up and run straight ahead. Oh, he's got a seam. Again, good return out over the 40.
Actually, I thought he was going to get a little more yards, but it was a nice tackle.
Yeah, it was a nice shoestring. That was Joseph Gaines once again. And second time he's given the Titans good field position on a kickoff return. Let's see if they can capitalize here.
I see Osir Kimball was back in the line.
Yeah.
He's in the huddle anyway.
Got Ray Smith in at one of the wide receivers now, number 10. He's going. They got a lot of guys doing a little bit of both ways. Amare Malone, 55, leads him out. Lamar Miller over the ball for Lorain. 1st and 10 at the 43. Davis, pitch out, and that fooled no one. That was Hyro Williams, and they were ready for that. That's going to lose about 7.
See, that's not an option, a true option.
No,
an option,
no,
you got to come down the line of scrimmage and
if it's an
force.
option, he's way too deep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a loss of, 8 yards? Well,
it's only going to be 6. I think that's Kimball again. And that's definitely a cramp because he's got the program down with the knee. Well, we got a minute, Tom.
Yeah. We're talking about Lorain Schools TV 20. TV 20, home of the best high school sports coverage in Northeast Ohio. Media of the most school district events. Award-winning Titan News. Follow and like TV 20. They're doing a drive to see if they can get 10,000 followers.
Last I looked, they were up near 9,500.
Okay.
I'll start watching the news again when school starts Monday.
What's it take to be a follower? Just get in there? Do you have to
get in there and
look? Yeah.
Sign in and hit like.
Nothing wrong with TV 20 because they have the best, best coverage. Yeah.
Even if it was only half as good as it is, and it's tremendous. The archives that you can go on to YouTube and watch.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Basically, if you played football in the last 25 years, you're on there.
We ran into an old coach from Lorain, Joe Knoll,
a
week or so ago, and he found TV 20, went down there and looked at an old Lorain High Admiral King game when he was coaching Lorain. So, now he's a superintendent at Canfield. So we're talking about halfway across the state and checking out TV 20 for old games.
Joe Knoll, old math teacher buddy from Lorain High and Admiral King. So everybody's healthy. 2nd and 16. Davis has got Allen to his right. We said that we're going to be a little bit more because the right tackle
jumped,
bounced.
Wow.
Oh, they're going to call it on Brush.
What did they do?
They might have lined up offsides. I saw the right tackle flinch, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're lined up offsides in high school, you can't fix. It could have been this stand-up end out here. Hyro Williams, Chase Davis cuts up behind him. Chase Davis is going to be out near. They're going to stop it for the first down. Chase just picked up 16 up the gut. And there's what the threat of Hyro Williams does for you.
Yeah. One thing I didn't like last year about Creel's offense, he didn't have a counter. That's going to be their counter right there.
Yep. catch there. Made by Ray Smith. He's down to the 40. Gain of 7 on first down. Chase starting to find a little bit of a rhythm now. The 2 screen passes certainly helped.
Yep.
But he hit the 2 big ones, one to Osier and the big touchdown to Hyro. Miss my buddy Raymond Baraga telling me the numbers. Deep motion that time, gives straight ahead. First down and more for Terreno Allen down at the 31.
That was a nice little run right there.
Give him 9 and move the sticks. They're getting behind the motion a little bit, Tom. And I think they're going to have the threat of the speed, at least early on, till this offensive line finds itself. Sidearmed out here. Gain down to the 25. That's Jason Moore. He's going to have, well, give him 5 down to the 26. Make it 2nd and 5. And that's as good as a running play right there.
You have to use the run to set those kind of things up, and sometimes you set those things
the
up.
Deep motion, they go behind it again. Allen straight ahead, got a first down inside the 20.
See, I like that motion. I like that motion before the handoff rather than just a straight handoff.
That's twice Moore has come deep motion behind the QB as opposed to having Hyro come in front, the shallow motion.
And I would give it to him every now and then just to keep them honest.
I'm sure it's there. Here he comes again, same kind of motion. Now you got to watch with that. Chase scrambles around. He's got a pickup. Chase is down inside the 15, down to the 10. Picked up 9 on the scramble. What you got to be careful with on the deep motion is that the guy doesn't turn upfield before the snap because he's way back there.
Matter of fact, I think that's why he had to stop over there a little bit, take a couple stagger steps.
Which is good awareness. 2:15 to go first half. Titans on a long drive here right now. Let's see if they can capitalize before. Whistle. Oh. Whistle. Whistle.
Lorain call time?
No. Brush call time. I was going to say, I heard the whistle, looked over here, and the official turned around and looked at Jay Swilt. Like he called time. So we've got 2:08 to go in the half. Titans are threatening at the 10 on 2nd and 1. And we'll see. We'll kick off to start the second half, Tom, which means without points here, we'll give Brush a chance to take the lead.
No, you don't want to waste this one for sure.
Right. We have been, seems like we've played the whole game on this side of the 50. And we've got 2 scores, and one of them was beyond 50.
Yeah, you don't want to waste this position either with a penalty of any sort either.
Right.
That's what happened last time.
Well, last time they got away with it, though. That was the screen pass. Each time the Titans have scored, Brush has come right back. You know, Tom, as I look around here in the press box, we got a new crew of TV 20s on board, and they always do such a good job for Mr. Pisciotti. So here we go. 2nd and 1. Give straight ahead to Terreno Allen. He's down inside the 10 to about the 7. It's going to be a 1st and goal.
I think that was their object. That was what all they wanted. That's all they needed. Yeah, get us the first down. Give us four stabs at it now.
Now, if Terreno's going to run the ball inside, he's got to get a little less straight up before contact there.
Yeah.
You know, Osier is a very straight up runner from back there. Terreno's more of he's not a high stepper, he's more of a bull, but he's going to have to lower the pads and fall forward. 1st and goal, we'll call it the 7. Minute 35 to go. Chase runs into
I
it.
think
To the house!
by himself. Yes, sir.
Chase Davis. It didn't start out very pretty as Davis and Kimball ran into one another.
And there's a flag, but I don't know what's that. Is there some? It has to be unsportsmanlike. It's so late. He just threw it. Now Lorain's still running off, like no problem.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Brush. Right. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Lorain. So that was the. I've had enough of the jawing, fellas.
Yeah.
So.
And you hope it was just jawing rather than physical.
Well, I'm sure.
It was.
A little bit behind my post, but Rivera's out again. Davis is the holder. 1 for 2 on extra points. The last one never had a chance. We're missing somebody.
Don't have to call timeout for.
And that's okay. It's minute 29 to go, and we got 3.
Yeah.
They just marked the ball ready for play, believe it or not. So, snap, spot, kick. It's good. Jacob Rivera adds the extra point once again, and it's 20-13 Titans.
Now, you don't want to lose this momentum.
Right. You've got to shut down this minute and a half.
You don't have to get a complete stop and return and get the ball back. You just have to get a stop.
Yeah, you don't want to give up any points here because they have a chance to double up getting it coming out in the second half. Tom, one of the improvements to George Daniel as I look down here is the handicapped accessibility. They took out the first 3 rows of bleachers and put ramps and a platform in for wheelchairs, which probably is about 8 feet wide, so you have room to walk behind. And then
they also took out the gates. I couldn't figure out a way to get up here, so
you can't get,
and put on nice ramps around.
Picked up at the 18 there. Nice. There's a flag, and that's going to be on Lorain.
There, I see somebody down being held by Tracy.
They got the contained man on the outside, blew somebody up.
See, that's a foolish penalty.
From the way they were reacting, I think they got David Whitaker. He was number 6, the outside man.
Okay.
So you can go to school on Monday and say you got lit up by the backup quarterback. Now he's 5'10", 2 1/4. The crew again talking this over. It's like these guys haven't seen each other all summer. Dead ball, personal foul against the Titans.
Where did it happen? On the 25?
Well, it's going to be from the end of the run. So that's going to take it out over the 40 to the 44. Minute 23 to go, and a bit of a short field now for the Arcs as they look to tie it. Jay Gilchrist is the quarterback. Gone the whole way with Justice Vickers, number 15, next to him. Receivers, 2 to each side. Now they take Vickers up to a wing. Straight back, Gilchrist throws, got an out that's just overthrown for everybody. Terreno Allen was out there on the coverage of number 2, Marquet Young. Second down 10. Of course, that stops the clock. Took 5 seconds. Now, Brush only has the one timeout remaining. So, of course, first downs and incompletions stop it. Get some pressure here, guys. Oh, there was a rock.
Oh, there's a no. That was
the left guard moved.
So did one of the slot men.
Okay,
but
well,
that was after the
after.
I think they already caught the
now,
line moving.
I don't know who it was out here on defense that pointed. You got to keep playing, guys, because he definitely the 55 had a little bit of a rocking motion up out of his stance.
Well, that
3 receivers to the wide side now.
And they brought that back up there to make a 4th over there.
Yep, there it is again. And there's the 5 yards back. They got Brandon Buchanan.
I think a Lorain coach is saying no, it was them, but I don't think he's going to win
that
an
one was
argument.
ours.
Yeah.
We own that. So we're back where we started from, Tom. 2 seconds later somehow. Got to give our clock operator credit. We gained 2 seconds without having the ball put in play.
There's
He's got a man in the hole. Bobbled it, but caught it at the 40. First down yardage across midfield. Clock stopped to move the chains with 1:08 to go. Brush will rush up to the line. Not at all helped by the football bouncing away. We're set to go here. Start the clock, the official says. The official says start the clock. We're going to give them 2 seconds back and a lot more. Gilchrist has a man. That's a first down, and once again it'll stop the clock.
You know, they had all the receivers into the short side of the field, which is kind of unusual, but it worked there.
56 seconds to go. This is exactly
what you
don't want to see happen.
See, now they got all the receivers to the wide side.
3 of them out here. And now the back steps up to make it 4. Rolling this way, of course. Lofted just too tall there. Oh, I think if we'd have had somebody with an eye on the ball there, I think Ray Smith might have been still running.
Landed at his feet.
Every time those yellow shoes walk by, I think there's
it's
a flag.
Me too.
43 seconds to go in the half. Now Whitaker comes in for Buchanan at defensive end. We got shorter but stronger, I think.
We got to put some heat in on him.
Right. Again, rolling to the near side. He wants it all.
It's way overthrown.
Let's see, did he get a foot? No.
Out of bounds, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was out of bounds. Who was that, O'Sear?
I didn't see. I knew it was over their head. I didn't know.
It's Joseph Gaines, number 3. But he was the only one that had a chance, that's for sure. So 2nd and 10 now. 36 seconds is still plenty of time in high school football.
I'm worrying about them coming back to that short side over there. Number 17 is all by himself.
And he's a broke tackle away from a touchdown.
Yeah.
Rolling again, but that's where he wants to go. He's going to run all day. Oh, my goodness. And he's going to run out of bounds inside the 15. Yeah.
I think that contained man lost track when he rolled away from him.
Yep. He started chasing. So with 29 seconds to go, it's 1st and 10 at the 15. Now there's going to be a huge momentum shift here at the half, one way or the other. Titans keep them out of the end zone, and they're going to go in feeling pretty good right now. Brush goes in, and they're going to get the ball coming out, and they're going to feel really good. 2 to each side. Straight back. Rolling, looking, lofting into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Just nobody reacted to the ball.
No, They had someone behind them.
Goodness.
Yeah, but behind don't count in this situation.
21 seconds. And that's a 15-yard. Third touchdown pass of the half for Brush to go along with 2 for Lorain. And we're a boot away from being tied at 20. That one.
Short, I think.
That one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why we had a guy back at the goalpost. and we didn't have a tall guy back there.
He did jump, but the ball was underneath the pole.
So the Titans will stay up 1 at 20-19. And from the kickoff and the personal foul on the kickoff, that was just that's a series the Titans would like to forget.
Yeah.
And, Tom, we were thinking before Luke Wilson started the game in 99 and now had 71 on. If he's playing offensive line, he can't wear 99. That's an eligible number.
Okay, that's why they're doing it?
Yep.
That's okay. Yeah. You're right. I mean, that's a rule. You can't play interior line.
Right. So we've got Osir Kimball and number 3, Joseph Gaines, deep. 21 seconds to go. This is maybe time to put Hyro back there. Kick is away. Kick is short. Up. Kimball at the 16. Makes a cut. If he can get to the corner, cuts still going out to the 35.
Yeah, they got time for 2 long passes.
Well, so 65 yards away, the Titans will put it in play with 12 ticks on the clock.
See someone cramped up again.
We'll learn a lot here from Coach Boyes' style on these last couple of plays of the first half.
Whether he's going to go for the 2 long ones or just let it run out.
Right. With a guy like Hyro out there, I'd almost. He's going to be out far on the far side. Geiger will be outside. Hyro's in the middle. Kimball's inside.
Nobody is covering this right receiver.
And they didn't see it. They just gave straight ahead to Osir. That's going to probably end the half.
Yeah, because.
Oh, my goodness.
There was
Joseph Gaines.
Yeah.
Joseph Gaines was totally uncovered. Well, we've played 2 at the George. 20 for the Titans, 19 for the Arcs. We'll be back with the band right after these. Timeout.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court, when you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
In Lorain City Schools, we believe in providing more than just an education. We offer experiences that inspire, nurture, and empower our students. From vibrant art and dance classes to career pathways that shape futures. Nurturing preschool environments to milestones of graduation. In Lorain City Schools, every moment is an opportunity to experience more. Enroll today and unlock a world of possibilities.
Hey students, This is the Cleveland Browns linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Make sure you start off school this year on the right foot by showing up every day on time and ready to learn. Let's stay committed, let's stay focused, and let's stay in the game.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
We believe one simple act of kindness can start the movement that changes the world around us. As a school, our positive behavioral intervention and support approach, or for short, PBIN, model is rooted in kindness. Our goal as a school is to increase our students and staff's kindness to self, kindness to others, and kindness to our environment. When we increase kindness in our schools, we will decrease the behaviors that generate positive environment we want for every student. Let's see what that looks like. The expectation of kindness in our schools starts with. Upon entering classrooms, it is important that we be on time, be prepared, and have technique.
School-based health is School-based health is so much more than the care of the individual. It's the care of the whole. Children are part of a family unit. Establishing healthy habits, including taking care of your physical health as a parent, in turn, not only sets a good example, but it helps keep your whole family healthy. Quick Med has a history. We have several school-based health clinics. Healthy kids learn better, and access to service is a need for our community. So the idea of school-based health in Lorain City Schools was born. Although we did have a setback last year with the closing of a clinic, we are back, we're up and running, just the same as we were before, providing not only urgent care visits for acute issues such as, sore throats, earaches, urine infections. We also do physicals, work permits, sports physicals. We also do chronic care management, so things like asthma, diabetes, anything you would go to see a primary care provider, we can provide those services here. Transportation is provided for students across the district. Contacting the building nurse and the staff is the best way, or giving us a call directly. We can, help you navigate that. The clinic is located at Washington Elementary, 1025 West 23rd Street. We have our own entrance on the.
Now it's interesting because he's on the near hash going this way. He was on the near hash going the other way, so I'm not sure if that means anything. Rivera approaches, and we're set to play the second half. Kick is away. That's a good boot off the receiver, rolling around at the 5, picked up at the 6. Now the trick is to get him down. There was good contain.
Wow.
That was a good tackle.
I thought, sometimes one of those fumbling around sets him loose, but that was nice.
Tyree Morales, a sophomore, number 18, saved what could have been a big play.
Because if he turns the bend, there's no one else over there.
And, Rivera's last 2 kickoffs went out of bounds. Let's give him big credit for that one. That was not only, in bounds, but was driven deep and hard to handle.
It wasn't high and long, but it was hard and long.
Right.
Yeah, I take that kickoff every time.
Now Lorain retrieving the kicking tee. The things you forget about until you've played a game. Trips to the near side for Jay Gilchrist, number 8. Justice Vickers to his right. And he looks to the near side, got a little bit of a bubble screen. Out here complete to Kevin Powell. Going to get about 3 yards on it. Titans closed quickly.
I see 2 blue shirts that weren't on that tackle. That's what
Terreno Allen was the last one up. Here's another leg cramp. Once again, that's Joseph Gaines.
He's holding a hip.
Now he might be holding a hip. It looked like.
Was he at the bottom of that pile?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Wow.
Early season bumps and bruises.
As long as none of them are
serious. They stay bumps and bruises.
Yeah. Tracy's helping them up. So.
Well, Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine proudly serves as the official medical provider for Lorain Athletics. Cleveland Clinic's dedicated sports medicine specialists provide exceptional care to all athletes at all levels, from high school to the Cavaliers and Guardians. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sports medicine to learn more. Thank you to Brian Corey for beaming that up here. We're set to go now, 2nd and 7. That was the first play from scrimmage of the second half. Gilchrist hands it to Vickers. Vickers comes straight ahead out to about the 18. 3rd and short.
You know,
we haven't had too many 3rd and shorts tonight.
At this angle, we can see that big gap between the center and the right guard a little bit better. And that's where they ran. Look at look.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're creating a hole with their split.
Now, I would take that nose. That's like
he just threw that in the ground. He had a receiver out here.
Yeah.
But the snap was bad, and he had Marquand Taylor, who he's going to go to, but he had big paws in his face there.
I think with that split, they're trying to invite you to take that gap so they can run somewhere else. I'm thinking maybe, what else would you do it for?
You know, incidentally, now Luke Wilson's got 99 back on over the ball. They bring in tight. Once again, the Titans will line up a helmet on a helmet up front. Inside you got Wilson and Ezra. Stand-up defensive lineman. Punt. Fielded, fair catch at the 50. That was Brandon Serrano. Titans will be happy to take over there.
And not bad position because now you're in their territory.
Well, and more importantly, you got to stop. You're giving up points the last 2 times they had the ball.
Yeah, that was their only.
That was the first 3 and out of the game. Titans actually take over on their side, on the Brush side of the 50 at the 49.
They punted before, but it was a long time since the last one, I think. I think that right tackle is illegal.
I do too. Giving him the benefit of the doubt. Here's a little bit of a cross buck to Hyro. He gains about 2. Sending that little 160 pounds in there is almost like child cruelty.
I think you got Whitaker in there now.
Yeah, Whitaker's in on the
blocker.
wing.
For a blocker, maybe?
Let's see if they run behind him. The snap didn't come.
Yeah, I see they are going to run behind him because he's going to be the kick-out man on a trap.
It was going to be,
Yeah.
But they'll walk back 5 to the other side of the 50, put it down at the 48, and bring up 2nd and 13. First real mental mistake of the ball game, I think. I'd have a hard time. If I was the quarterback doing that, I'd be giggling when they were flinching. Now Kimball doesn't know where to go.
What's these linebackers think about coming?
Straight back, Davis wants to throw. Threw it behind. He heads Terreno Allen out of the backfield and threw it behind him. And Terreno, if he'd have been able to catch that, had some room to run.
So I don't know if it was a planned thing or, with a typical spread, that's a read. If the linebacker doesn't come and he doesn't have anyone to block, then he can go out. But sometimes you go out over the middle or out into the sidelines.
And, there's where the sidearm. Did Chase have to throw it that way to throw it around someone or? Straight back once again, now running for his life to the near side, dragged down at the 44, and the Titans are going to have a negative 3 and out.
Yeah.
Started at the Brush 49 and ended up back at their own 44, 4th and a bunch. 17 to be exact. 9:40 in the clock running in the 3rd quarter.
Is this Lorain's
I believe it
first
is.
punt?
J.L. Diaz is the kicker. Yeah, you can tell because they haven't had 11 on the field yet. The long snapper is 17, Avery Martin. Now we get to 11. You're not obligated, but it always helps.
As long as you have 7.
Good snap.
Not bad.
Spin the ball and get that kick is high, short, and going to go out of bounds, I think. Oh, he got a good bounce, but just not enough.
He would have had a nice roll if it had stayed in bounds. Yeah.
It's going to be out at about the 35, I think they're going to stop walking. So 15 and 6 gives him 21-yard net gain on the punt.
And I was going to bring up, on that last tackle, it was Israel Powers was the tackler, number 11, and the coach over there at Brush now is Ricky Powers.
Is it?
You remember Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky Powers from Akron Buchtel.
Buchtel?
Mr. Football, I think.
Way back in the day?
Yeah.
Way back in the day, where Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Browns, I think he played for the Browns.
He might have, yeah. There's the toss sweep, very similar to what the Titans try to do.
But he's got to reverse his field.
We're in trouble. Sear's got to get an angle and get him out of bounds.
Oh, and a penalty.
I hope it's
unsportsmanlike.
I don't know.
They're dragging the Lorain kid off just to calm him down. I think just calm him down.
Now they're pulling it back. Personal foul against. So what they were doing was keeping him from retaliating.
Yeah.
That was Avery Martin that got shanghaied somehow. I didn't see exactly what happened, and J.L. Diaz pulled him away and said, "You don't need to answer. We can save a big play here."
Smart.
Instead of a first down deep in Lorain territory, it's going to be back to the 27. It's going to be first and about 17, 18. Penalty being way behind where the end of the run was. They march it from the spot. Deep motion. They're going to throw a swing pass. Let's see if the Titans are ready for this.
They were. See, that swing pass like that takes a long time.
That was Diaz out there from the inside along with the cornerback, and I'm going to guess that's Ray Smith. And it was.
That ball's in the air a long time on that. Gives you defensive time.
Well, and he's catching it a long way behind the line. And the other thing you got to worry about is it a forward pass?
Oh, for the incomplete for a fumble, yep. Here's some back out of the backfield.
Tough. That's a very tough line to throw a ball on.
Who was someone who was in his face a little bit too.
Yeah, good coverage on the play by 7. Terreno Allen. That was intended for Aiden O'Neill out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 18. Tom, let's make a note of it here with 7:24. Titans hold here. That penalty is as big as any play thus far in the game. But you've got to get a stop.
Watch that backside.
Straight back, rolling near side. He's got a man on an out, but that's not the one he wants. Intercepted. And stepping out of bounds, Osir Kimball.
Yeah.
Osir Kimball. Well, that's better than a 3 and out.
Yeah. Better than forcing them to punt.
Right. And so how big of a play was it by Avery Martin to take a licking and keep on ticking? If you go back to the old Timex commercial, they would have had a first down inside the 40. Instead, They get pushed back to the 27, throw an interception. Titans take over at the 50.
Now the Titans have to march the ball down.
Right.
With, 6.5 minutes to go, 6:50 to go.
Yep.
And hold the ball for a couple minutes and then score. That would set the tempo right there.
Well, you got the 1-point lead, so especially if you could score and get another conversion. Serrano and Smith to the far side. Straight back. Chase looking long, now running for his life. Chase is across the 50, down to about the 46. Going to make something out of nothing. Tom, something that you remarked on when we were just looking over the rosters was there's no number higher than 77 on the Brush roster. And you can see that in the quickness of their guys.
Yes.
I mean, you've got a defensive tackle out there with number 13 who is listed at 6'1", 190. Davis behind Williams for the first down and a lot more. Chase is down inside the 35. One thing that does, in addition to being a counter, is it seems like it's setting up blocking angles for the offensive line when you got them following Hyro's motion. So right at the 35, the ball spotted, 1st and 10. Timeout Lorain, it looks like. And I think Chase was a little shaken up.
Yeah, so this is a recovery kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's go back and talk about Joyce Buick, because we like to thank the Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealer and Joyce Buick GMC for supporting our school this year. Whether you're looking for a new GMC truck or used BMC SUV, drop in at Joyce Buick GMC and check out their inventory for a wide range of new and pre-owned vehicles. As Joyce Buick said, go Titans.
So there's 6:10 to go, third quarter. Titans just picked up a first down, and Chase Davis got his bell rung a little bit. And in order to keep him in the lineup and make sure he had a clear head, Coach Boyas elected to use first time out of the half. This is an important possession now.
Very much so, and this is
the defense has answered the call both possessions in the second half.
So now it's up the offense to make hay while the sun shines here.
The last possession, the offense went backwards.
If Chase is just a little bit shook up, this is the time you just give him a handoff. Just let him do a handoff, clear him. Nothing intricate.
He's got O'Sear out there. He's also got Diaz. I think that's Diaz next to him. I think Kimball's in the slot to the far side. Here comes
inside.
Fake. And
see, that's what I didn't like. I mean, that was too much. Read the.
It's going to be a big loss. Going to be a loss of about 8.
Yeah. He had too much thinking to do on
that.
There
was a lot of moving parts on that play. And somebody got in behind one of the linemen, not buying the fake.
Yeah, their defensive line is quicker than our offensive line.
Absolutely it is. Consequently, or conversely, we're stronger. Whitaker coming in now for Davis, who was shaken up on the previous play, then took a hit. David Whitaker, junior quarterback, played one game last year when Chase was out, and that's just sailing deep over everybody's head. Hyro Williams was the closest Titan.
Shows a strong arm.
Yeah, well, he's got a cannon. And it's 3rd and 18. Rush just had a 3rd and 18 and threw the only turnover of the night. Titans with another man down back there with a cramp. That might be Hyro. No, he's in the huddle.
Tracy knows what she has to do. She just kind of walks on over there.
That's kind of the international I've got a leg cramp signal.
I need a stretch.
You know, if you're watching live, some highlights, some scores from other games. Avon is 28-7 over St. Ignatius in a game being played at Browns Stadium. Elyria was down to Mayfield 8-7. Just trying to look at some of the local schools. Avon Lakes 14-0 over Strongsville in the 3rd.
And Lorain has Strongsville on the schedule next year.
Yeah. Solon over Olmsted Falls 13-10 in the 4th. Clay is 24-21 on top of Sandusky in the 2nd. Shaker Heights 14-0 over Willoughby South, another school in the league we will be joining. Plymouth 16-0 over Oberlin in the 3rd. That's Lorain alum Kenny Washington's first game as head coach. Maple Heights 14-0 over North Royalton. Ridgeville 34, North Olmsted nothing. Normandy 14-7 over Shaw in the 3rd. Midview 20-14 over Westlake in the 3rd. And Mentor 20-13 over Maslin Jackson in the 3rd. Davis is back in 3rd and 18. Let's see how they get a playmaker the ball. He wants to throw long. He's got a man behind everybody. Put it on the money.
I think he put it in the end zone. No, they're going to give it to him on the 1.
What a toss.
Yes, it was. Is that Hyro? I can't see the numbers from here.
I can't tell yet.
It's a double digit. 18.
I think it's Tyree Morales. Or it's Jayzion Moore. I can't tell whether it was an 18 or a 13. There was a penalty, though.
Oh, come on. Dang, 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 dang.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It was 13, which is Jayzion Moore. But all for naught.
And it was Osier that had that cramp. I seen him limping off.
That's going to take it back across the 50. Holding on the offensive line. So now it's 3rd and 28. You picked up the 18, so let's see if you can get 28. Back at the 48-yard line of Lorain. Every once in a while, I see the Titans go into a huddle like that. Surprises me. Chase gets it off. Oof.
Wow,
off
wow,
the arms of the receiver. There's another flag. Now, this one could have been that they were lined up illegally. Nope. Holding Lorain. It's back at the 30, at the 45, so it's going to take us back to the 35.
You know, it's happening. I think that offensive line is trying to counter their speed by getting a grip on them rather than, using your hand, retreat a step.
Well, moving your feet.
Yep.
Staying in front. I think they might decline this. Yeah. And the punt team will come out on 4th and a mile. Diaz is the kicker.
I see there's only 2 people on this side of the line and about 5 on the other side. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow, nice punt.
just getting it off was nice. That's going to bounce inside the 10 and going to roll dead inside the 5 at the 2. But they like the decision to let it bounce go back on.
Oh, that was a bad play on their receiver point. Yeah. Yeah.
J.L. Diaz flips the field.
That was a beautiful punt.
You know, Tom, speaking of punts, one of the things I'm really excited to see again for Ohio State is they have an Australian punter that they brought in. Now, the kid's about 6'8" and about 260. And I watched him. I went to a practice and watched him kick. It just sounds different.
Is he take one of those little running kicker? Yep. Yeah. 260 as a punter.
Oh, and talk about leverage. Pass behind the receiver. Wouldn't have gained much. Good coverage by the Titans.
Here's when you don't want to let them out of the hole.
Right. Yeah, you're thinking more along the lines of 3 and out here.
Yeah.
Tom, you pointed it out. I didn't pay attention till the half that on the Titans sideline there is a tent with about a 90-inch TV in it.
Yeah.
Quick out again in the end zone.
That might be a safety.
No, he was out, but not by much.
Did he come out of this? Okay.
Yeah. Pass was complete to Marquez Young, and he was greeted rather rudely.
Another Titan down. Another Titan with his leg up for Tracy.
I didn't see Tracy. I saw the other girl jogging. I said she might be sending out the reserves.
Yeah. You know, the first time I seen this one was when they took a playoff team up to Toledo-Whitmer.
Oh, I was there.
And Toledo had that big 90-inch screen.
They had one for the offense and one for the defense.
And as soon as the team came off the field, they ran over there, and there was a coach there and showed them the films. And I said, back in the old days, we couldn't even.
You had to go get them developed.
Yeah.
And now, all these schools are tied into a software called Huddle, Hudl, which, takes their video and breaks down their stats and things for them. But now Huddle has a robotic camera that, Lorain, for example, has, one level up mounted on the face of the board here and mounted on the wall over at the school in the gym.
Okay.
And so they're taking live action, follow the ball kind of technology and uploading it immediately to the internet, which is what they're watching.
Okay.
So there's no lag time whatsoever. I'm not sure, but it sure looked to me like that was Mr. Seth Wilson running up here to get the 50-50. Seth, of course, is in his final year of college at Akron, graduate of the West Virginia University.
Does he have a year of eligibility yet?
Yeah, he's playing in Akron.
Good.
And he said it's just quite a bit different. A younger coaching staff. He was down there with Bob Huggins, who's had, hip replacement surgery and very knowledgeable, but just not able to get out. And he said, Coach Gross, that's Luke. That's little brother Luke hobbling off with that cramp. I just got a text from one of the Lorain High assistants I want to see the lesson plan for next week about drinking water. Well, it better start sooner than.
Come on now. They said he
Well, they're pointing, but no, it's offsides Lorain according to the official on this side.
I think the Lorain line is pointing. I think they said the quarterback did something there.
Now they're offside. Now that changes the situation because it makes it a little bit easier on 3rd and 6. You know, you're not snapping it standing in your end zone.
A foot away from a safety.
Yeah. And if nothing more, if you don't get anything, you get room for your punter. Bad
and that
snap
fumble
falls on it. It's a good thing they had that yardage, huh?
Because that would have been to
that
Lorain.
That play without the offsides is a safety. So
All
now
right.
it's 4th down, and you can't get much closer. Inside the 1 for sure. I would say they're less than a foot away from the goal line.
Yeah. And usually a punter likes to, in high school, punters like to get about 12 yards deep. Now he can get exactly 10 yards deep.
Right. Yeah, and he steps out of the end zone, and there's a problem. And you've got that official back there looking at him. That's Kimball and Gaines, I believe. O'Sears on the near side. Catch the ball and end up with it, fellas. 3 minutes to go, third quarter, clock running. High snap. Kicked it out of there at the 25. Joseph Gaines inside the 25 to about the 17. Now that was good pressure, aided by that snap. He punted that around somebody.
I got to give him a lot of credit.
Oh yeah,
I got to give him. I don't know who he.
Yeah. If he took his normal, we said the player to be named later because we don't have a name and a number. Yeah. But if he'd have taken his normal approach, it would have been 6 or 2.
Yeah.
So it's spotted at the 18. Titans take over in the red zone. Johnny Geiger looks like he's the sole receiver to the far side. Hyro Williams is with Chase Davis in the backfield.
I'd like to see him run the ball. Just a nice little run.
Well, you're going to get your wish. He turns it up inside the 10, inside the 5, cuts it back down to about the 2.
Yeah.
Sure looked like somebody had a hold of a face mask that spun him around, but let's see where they give. They're going to give him
3.
The 3. So that's 15 on first down. Let's see how the power game looks. Except that's still Hyro.
Well, look at the big gap between.
We've got it too, huh? Hyro Williams to the house.
They give it to him?
Yep,
they did. Yeah, they did.
Well, that's all Hyro on that drive. 15 and then 3. And the Titans are up 26-19 with the extra point to follow. How big is this play, Tom?
Yeah.
Because, we talked about chasing after you missed the first one. Well, now if we can make this one and go up 8.
Force them to make a decision and blocked.
No, it just
bad.
Too much penetration.
Okay.
Too much penetration. But the Titans capitalize on strong. Now I'm seeing what's going on here. Okay, we're coming back. They capitalize on the good defensive quarter thus far that the Titans have put on. That time Diaz's punt rolling dead inside the 5. Then eventually forcing Rush to punt from inside the 1 where they took over at the 18. 2 running plays later, and it was 6 points for the good guys.
Yeah. And you can point back to that penalty after they had the long game.
Turned around.
There's still a few too many mistakes that you make your biggest improvement after this game, hopefully for the Elyria game.
Rivera. End over end kick this time, taking it at the 20. Straight ahead and a full head of steam. That was number 10, Isaiah Parker, out over the 40. That was a saving tackle right there because he was on the move. And another Titan down with cramps. This time it is Avery Martin, number 17. Justin Sturgill goes out this time.
You know, with cramps, it's your diet as much as your fluid intake. And, you know, it's,
right.
You know, you lay off potato chips and you eat a salad. You know, that helps,
Yeah, have a banana instead of a potato chip, and you get a little potassium in your body. And you can't start drinking water the day of the game either.
No. No, it's staying hydrated all week long.
Right.
Yeah.
Because this is not a hot night.
No. Now, next Saturday, I don't know what the weather's going to be, but it's an afternoon game.
It's going to be 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
And it might be 85 to 90. Might, of course.
70 degrees right now. Next Saturday, you know, long time away, but they're saying right now the high is 75.
Next Saturday?
And partly sunny, so that would be.
Partly sunny on a turf field in Elyria makes the temperature a little bit higher than that.
Right.
No, we used to play at the Lorain High Admiral King game in the afternoon on a Saturday because there's extracurricular activity. I assume that's the same reason for Lorain and Elyria in the afternoon.
Elyria does it. Lorain doesn't.
Yeah.
Hobbling off is Avery Martin. So great field position for the Arcs to open up here at the 43.
You know what Lorain hasn't done since the first quarter is get after that quarterback.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Of course, they've mixed it up a little bit better. Gilchrist is going to take the snap and hand straight ahead and hit behind the line, but spinning forward for maybe a 2-yard gain is Aiden O'Neill, number 20. Let's give him 3, 2nd and 7. We're under 2 minutes in the third quarter now as Gilchrist gets to set to empty the backfield. 3 receivers to the near side. Wants to throw to the far side, behind and over the shoulder. Hit a man right in the numbers, but he was not in the game.
Yeah, I'm going to say, no, it was over his head.
Kevon Davis caught it.
You were looking at the guy who was caught him on
number
the
4 right there at the 45-yard line, Tom.
Yeah.
That hit him in the digit. So 3rd and 7, another big play for the gray and blue defense. Side-armed out here beyond everybody, and the Titans defense goes 3 and out again. You know, another one of the changes here, and this is not on the field, and it's very hard to see on TV, but is after many years of having the sword emblem that's in the middle of the field on the helmet, the Titans have gone to a script Lorain in white on the silver, very much emulating the script Lorain sign down across from City Hall.
Is that where it came from?
I
probably?
believe so. Punt formation. Everybody's taking attendance. See if they got 11. And that's why you count. Now, the last punt was just let me get it out of the end zone punt. Let's see if the Titans get some pressure here. Everybody up for Lorain. Now, I don't know what that was. There was
Too
a
much
whistle.
time?
Yeah, it is a delay of game.
All that maneuvering, the clock was running.
I heard the official on the near sideline blow the whistle and didn't see him throw a flag. Minute 30 to go. Now the clock is stopped. Once again, the Titans punt returners, please catch the ball. Brush elected not to the last time we punt. Oh, that's not going to be catchable. That's going to bounce.
And
inside,
roll. Man, yeah.
20.
Fanning.
Wind aided. Down at the 15. That was funny.
Number 4.
Yeah. That was the young man that caught the pass on the sideline, Tom. So
on.
Titans will take over 85 yards away with a 7-point lead and 1:18 to go in the third quarter.
You know what a long, sustained drive will do now is kill the clock and ruin their
well, we got to get. Well, I'd love to get some points out of this, but I want some first downs and to flip that field back. Because the roll on that punt, when you figured you were going to get it at about the 35 and you got it at the 15, really made a difference.
It was a low thing. You couldn't
field
do anything.
it.
Yeah.
Chase fakes the toss, now wants to throw, throwing it away over the head of Hyro Williams. They're going to call in.
No, I think
they called intentional grounding, but it may be on the hit of the quarterback.
Yeah, that's intentional grounding.
No, they called roughing
a passer.
It was definitely pointing toward the arcs. Offsetting penalties. Lorain was in motion. And Brush roughed the passer.
Okay.
Something for everyone, or something for no one, depending on how you look at it. I'm telling you that the 15 would have meant more to us than the 5 did to them. Toss sweep. Going to cut back behind the blocker. Nice cut. Hyro Williams gets it out near the 20. Boy, he put the left foot in the ground and came back, didn't he?
Sometimes that picks you up a lot of yards, and sometimes just get you 5.
Well,
that time we got you 5.
Yeah, you try to hit home runs, you strike out a lot.
Yeah. I'm glad he didn't try to outrun him around the end.
Right.
That would have been a no-gainer.
Yep. 35 seconds to go third quarter. This could very well be the last play of the quarter. Three receivers to the wide side, single one out here.
Here's that screen
pass, Hyro Williams running behind the blocker, down the sideline. Hyro Williams knocked out of bounds inside the 40.
He followed that blocker just
He sure did.
Until now I got to outrun him, that's all.
You know, that was the difference between a senior and a sophomore. Is as a sophomore, Hyro would have taken off. He hid behind that blocker and just said, let the defender tell me which way to cut. And when it was time to turn on the jets, he sure did. Knocked him out at the 35. So 45 yards on that completion. Hyro's well over 100 yards receiving. And Chase has got to be close to 200 passing. Well, he really got into that.
Yeah.
A little bit of a shimmy shake there. Trips to the far side, straight back. He wants the short side knocked down.
That was the first time since the first quarter that happened.
That was number 10, Isaiah Parker, who's listed at 6'3" at that defensive end.
Now, I was watching Chase warm up. He was throwing it overhand, 50 yards overhand. Of course, Whittaker was throwing it back to him 50 yards, too.
I was going to say, Whittaker was probably underhanded at 50 yards. Here we go. 6 seconds to go in the third. Be the last play. Terreno Allen straight ahead, down to about the 31.
Gave him.
We're going to mark him at the 32, and they're going to end the quarter. So we played 3 at the George. 26 for the Titans, 19 for the Arcs. Back with more after this timeout.
Wilfredo Gote Cotto, I graduated from Lorain City Schools, class of 2022. First day I walked in the middle school door, Coach Sherwood, "You play football?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, you want to play?" I was like, "Yeah." Obviously, sports come with high school, but the books come first. That's what anybody gonna look at. Physical strength and mental strength are 2 different things. Get what you have to get done. Just, confidently you're gonna graduate. Lorain City Schools, I just really say thank you.
City Schools, we believe in providing more than just an education. We offer experiences that inspire, nurture, and empower our students. Every moment is an opportunity to experience more. Enroll today and unlock a world of possibilities.
Hey students, this is Cleveland Browns offensive lineman Wyatt Teller. September is Attendance Awareness Month. Did you know that missing school can significantly decrease your chances of graduating high school? Stay in the game by showing up to school on time and ready to learn. The Browns are always behind you.
We make Marines who overpower.
Third and 7 for Lorain. This is Chase Davis straight ahead, puts his helmet down and gets the first down inside the 25. That's just good old-fashioned football right there. Again, the motion pulled the linebackers, and Chase ran in behind them. First play of the fourth quarter results in a Titan first down. Now, this has never been more than a one-score game. Chase pulls it, rolls, throws over the middle, got a man. If you'd have seen him a step sooner.
I did, yeah.
And there's a cramp back there.
Is it a cramp or he got knocked? Yeah, I guess he got that obvious. Here's my cramp leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Tracy's worried. Tracy's jogging at this one.
Tracy's going to put in for mileage. Oh, my goodness.
You know, it was disappointing. I looked at, I think it was in the Journal, they have the Wilhelm,
right.
I can't think what they call it, the Wilhelm something or other.
Yeah, Wilhelm Watch or something.
And they didn't have one Lorain thing, but I think after this game,
you
they
might
should
see
have.
Hyro Williams.
Yeah, they have, yeah. And Davis, I bet you his game is higher than some of the quarterbacks they had listed after this game, too. But time will tell. I mean, it's a long season. First
Just
game out of 10.
Looking at some more scores of local interest. Bedford out of the LEL losing to Nordonia 13-6 in the third. Clearview 22-0 over Fairview. That was at the half. Cleveland Heights 6-0 over Trotwood Madison.
Cleveland Heights, is that going to be another one that they're going to be in the new conference?
Amherst is down 12-7 to Copley in the third. So, second and 10, no matter what the stick says. That was an incomplete. Gives straight ahead. Terreno Allen gets about, well, he's inside the 10 to the 8. So let's give him 3 and call it. The stick's still up, so they had to start at the 11.
Yeah. You talk about the stick that's kind of leaning at a 45.
Because they instruct you to put that down if you're.
Yeah.
Just for safety. You don't want anybody tripping over them. Remember Bubba Smith from the Colts and Michigan State back in the late 60s.
I remember Michigan State, Bubba Smith. Yeah.
Well, his NFL career was ended by slipping into the chains.
Too low.
Pass was just too low.
Too low.
For the
nice
receiver.
He was
right idea, right read. That looked like O'Sear. And it's 3rd and 7 from the 8. Now,
well, I like to see a reverse here, or that big long outside counter.
Hyro's over here, so it'd have to be a jet sweep to the short side. Well, that one spiked up in the air, just lucky to get it back. The closest 3 players had white shirts on. And that'll be 4th down. And you got to believe they're going to go for it. I mean, we've struggled with extra points.
Yeah,
so
they won't kick a field goal. I'm sure they'll.
Now we've got an arc down. Columbus Bishop Hartley 28 over Elyria Catholic 14 in the 3rd. Firelands down to Edison 21-16 in the 3rd.
I do have to follow Firelands now. I got a granddaughter going there, so
yeah. Columbia beating Independence 21-14. For you LC8 fans, new coach down in Columbia after many years of Mr. Ward. Keystone 48-14 all over Northwestern, not the university.
How many did they score? 48.
Yeah.
They have that.
The last Shackelford.
Shackelford is now quarterbacking after a season sitting out for an injury last year.
Lorain's winning. Garfield Heights 14, Lutheran West 9.
What was Sandusky again?
They were down 24-21.
To Clay?
Yeah. Vermilion 19, Margaritaville nothing. The Mayfield Elyria score still listed as 8-7 in the 2nd.
They just haven't updated it.
Yeah, Medina in the 3rd, 14-7 over Stowe.
Does Medina have any more quarterbacks?
I don't know. Mentor 20-13 over Maslin Jackson. And the rest we've all gone over, haven't been updated in a while. Put a plug in for the Fox 8 Sports app.
Yeah.
It does a great job with high school scores on Friday nights.
Oh, come on now. Yeah. All right.
He knew.
Shake it off.
That's Hyro. He's entitled to one.
Yeah.
But it's going to move us back to the 13.
It just makes the passer need 5 yards longer.
You don't want to give him any more distance. You want to keep him in a hole if you turn it over. So 4th down from the 13-yard line. In essence, 4th and goal, but you could get a first down inside the 1. Davis rolls near side. Davis cuts it back. Davis lost the ball. Had it knocked away.
Well, they got their stop. Now Lorain has to do their stop. Yeah.
The turnover is going to happen at the 16. So you've still got them in a bit of a hole. And you've still got a 7-point lead.
Now, all the old Buckeye Conference people are going to be happy that Lorain has the 2 teams that they really would like to see, Elyria and Sandusky, on the schedule this year. Elyria's next, and will Sandusky be home here?
I believe it is.
After that, maybe.
I believe it is. You know, they were passing out schedule magnets as I came in, and I didn't grab one. So 1st and 10 for the Arcs at the 16. Plenty of time yet where the clock is not even in the straight ahead give. Nice bulldog there. There's a rodeo style tackle. That looked like Ezra.
Was it?
Maybe no, it's not. It's the linebacker.
It's too far for me to see over there. With these
I'm going to give it to J.L. Diaz, 16. But it could have been Whitaker, 6.
Yeah, they have to get after that quarterback, so here comes the pass.
Mm-hmm. No pressure. It's on the run. He's got space. Sticks the ball ahead and runs it out of bounds over the 20. Now that's going to be on them. I don't know what happened.
He said something.
That was Ezra Williams for Lorain over there, but the quarterback said what? He gave the referee the "what did I do" flinch. Now it's going to be third. Now they're facing the wrong way for Lorain. That's going to be on Lorain.
Did Lorain say something?
I didn't see the sign. Yeah. It was not an unsportsmanlike conduct. So
no one got touched. I mean, he didn't touch him. I don't know.
Bresh does not have a high tempo. One of the things the Titans are going to have to work on, if they're going to play strong, wide side, short side, is flipping the field a lot quicker defensively. 1st and 10 at the 37. Big penalty. Quarterback draw. Nope. Nice play right there. Stepped up nicely and got it out to number 10, Isaiah Parker, who's across the 50. To the 40. So the 16, 2nd and 10 on the 16 is just a memory.
Wow. Things are happening fast.
Field flips in a hurry. That's the give.
Well, this kid's quick.
The end, and he's just a little bit harder to find.
And
That's O'Neal.
Quick. He gets inside of that contained man.
Ducked it in and down inside the 35. It's gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4. Same play, other side. Luke Wilson was not fooled.
And somebody got a penalty.
Well,
someone just got a penalty. There's at least one Titan down.
Boy, if this is another penalty on Lorain not involved in the action, it's...
I think it must,
they're talking to David Whitaker. Well, this time they're walking south, it looks like. No, maybe they are or maybe they aren't. Yep, this time they're walking south. That's 5. Illegal block below the knees. And I can see why you'd be upset by that. That will take it back to the 49.
So it was a block on Whitaker, who was the contained man.
Whitaker was hit low,
I don't know if he was contained, but he was at end over here.
And he got chopped outside the tackle box, I'm sure.
That's
Ezra.
Ezra
Williams coming off. So that changes the field position. It's now 2nd down from the 48. They've got to get to the 31, so they got 17 to go here. Well, they actually put him on the 49 and give him 18 to go. We got to get the yellow line, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want that, and when basketball in the gym, we want the diff.
What is a diff? I don't know.
That's when the Cavs have it. How much the lead is or isn't.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Well, that's the second best thing that could have happened. That was Osir again, I believe.
Yeah, and he's upset with himself, but he had to go.
He stopped dropping.
He
That's
got
what he
really
did.
high.
When he wanted to play the ball, he just stopped moving his feet. He'll see it on video, I'm sure. He'll see it on video tonight if he wants to put it on YouTube. So now it's 3rd and 18. Some confusion on the Brush sideline now.
It's
okay. They only had 10. Now there's timeout. Yeah, they were getting close.
I can't see the board. How many timeouts?
That's their first.
First, okay.
And it says we have 3, but I'm sure we used one when Chase got his bell rung. Now what that timeout does is gets Ezra back in the game.
Yeah. I think you're going to have to play a little bit better ball against Elyria because they have a running back that was decent last year, and I'm sure he's improved this year.
They have a new coach as well, though.
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I can't
where he
remember
came from.
either.
Was he assistant there? I don't know any of the details.
Well, it was Coach Fox who had moved over from Elyria Catholic and stayed only 1 year.
Yes.
Passes away, passes
Over his
too
head.
wide, and the Titans defense again holds. Now you got to believe they're going to punt, don't you? With 8.5 to go, 8:22.
Yeah, with 20 yards to go.
Yeah. And the last punt for them worked out very well.
It did.
It was a roller.
It did. Yeah, here comes.
That same kick from here would put us inside the 10, I'll tell you that. I think our deep guy on this side is too wide. I think it's Osir, and I would just like to see him move about 10 steps to his left. High snap, no pressure, high kick, spinning, catching at the 25, bringing it this way. But now maybe we know why Osir was out wide. Cutting it back. That's Osir.
Oh, no.
That's Osir Kimball.
Yeah.
How about that?
We don't have a replay, but I think he got knocked down by his own man.
Well, he made a beautiful cut.
Right in front of somebody. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
intentional or nothing you could do about it. Yeah.
Now, at the very end of that play, there was a block. A Titan blocked an arc. And when they got up, the arc kind of took a kidney punch at the Titan player, and right in front of the official. There was nothing. So I don't know if it was good block or.
Yeah. Oh, it could have been that congratulations kind of thing.
Because it wasn't a swing. It was a slap more than a.
Yeah. Sportsman-like kind of thing.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Just when you see that in the open there, you just worried. So, Osir flips the field. Now we've got Allen next to Davis. Twins to each side. There's the third kind of motion we run. Straight ahead, Terreno Allen down inside the 30, falling forward to the 28. He's going to have 8 yards. I would not at all be upset if we Woody Hayes this thing right down into the end zone.
Amen. Amen. Yep. No, it's too early to really just use the clock all 25 seconds.
It's
of
a
the
lot
clock.
later if you get in the end zone.
Yeah, then you can do it.
But, I mean, we don't need to take any chances. It's 2nd down and 2. Kimball in motion. Chase to throw. Over the middle. Has a man. Hyro Williams down inside the 15 to the 11. He did a 180 to catch that, Tom. You're a math guy. You know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Yep. Yeah.
Hyro went airborne and spun around because the ball was behind him and made a catch between 2 defenders.
He took another yard or two backwards.
He's had quite a football game, little number one.
Yeah, the Chronicle did a nice write-up on their sports program.
There's a penalty that's going to march it down inside the 10 to the 5.
Another unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Frustration starting to set in, and it's unfortunate for Brush. This is a one-score game. Allen comes out. Kimball will be in the. Hyro will be in the back. Nope, Kimball will be in the backfield. Hyro will be on the wing. Chase calls for it, gives it to Osir straight ahead. Osir Kimball down inside the 1. Osir Kimball just short. Going to give him 5 yards to the 1.
Okay.
Because he was outside the 5. So good power running. Now, this is a young football team, and one of the things that they're going to learn, and their teammates are doing a good job, is they're going to quit reacting to stuff after the play.
Yeah, because everything bad happens after the ball is already whistled dead.
Straight ahead again, Osir Kimball to the house. So for the first time tonight, we have more than a 7-point spread as the Titans go on top 13. It's good to hear that fight song always, Tom. I was an Admiral King grad, but put a lot of years in at Lorain High, so I can appreciate On the Shores of Old Lake Erie.
They got to put a faster S in there this time.
And he yanked that one. That was no good. But the Titans open up a 13-point lead. 32-19 with halfway through the fourth quarter. It's 6:03 to go. And the pep in the step on the Lorain sideline. Now, I see what happened before that had me confused. Brush is going to the wrong end of the field.
Yeah.
When I thought there was a penalty before.
Someone caught it, and one of the captains out there caught it and told him to go back.
Looks like the Guardians' woes are continuing tonight. In the bottom of the ninth, down 2 to the Texas Strangers.
I think I noticed why there's so many penalties called this game. This is a 6-man crew. Don't they usually only have a 5-man crew?
Geez, Tom, I don't know. And maybe that's just a rule change.
Yeah.
Oh, now they are marking something off. It was 15 yards against the Arcs.
And he's moving him. He's telling him to move back. That
he's spotting it at the 45. Somebody got to help Jacob Rivera out here. I know what Reggie would do from here last year.
Put it in the end zone?
He would have had to go ahead to swing away.
Yeah. Put it in the end zone.
I think I'd like to see Jacob Rivera squib one right down the middle.
Well, I don't know if they even work on those yet.
Yeah.
You know, it's early in the season.
If he topped this one, I'd be okay with it. That's a dead ball.
Yeah.
That's a dead ball for a touchback. And that's just exactly what would have happened a year ago. Nice kickoff there for Jacob Rivera. You can see him getting more comfortable.
It puts it on the 20. Yep. His last 2 kicks, I think, have been hard line drives.
Yep.
Trouble with that line drive, it's a fast kick, so you don't get the coverage.
Yeah, if it's handled clean. I want to take a minute to thank Becca Bednarski, who went out of her way to enlarge the rosters and bring them up here for us.
Yeah.
You know, not only are our eyes old, but in the dim light, it's just a lot easier to see. And she went out of her way to make sure.
And that's how she did it, to eliminate a lot of that.
I asked her, I said, "You're going to eliminate all the margins." And
yeah. And we don't have to know who the cheerleaders are.
Under pressure now, gets it away, complete. And then there's guys going to say, and then there's probably going to be a flag. So this is going to be about a 40-yard play when it's all said and done.
He was hit when he was out of bounds.
Yeah, well, first, you know, again, the ball was in the air for a long time, and we didn't react well to it. And then as the man was going out of bounds, somebody laid lumber on him.
Yeah.
So it's going to go from the 35 on the completion, which was 15. 15 more will take it to the 50, I would imagine. And another cramper. A two-legged camper.
No, I give Brush a lot of credit. They haven't cramped yet.
Right.
I haven't seen one of their, I mean, I don't know if they're getting any help on the sidelines. But usually that's a discipline kind of thing at two-a-days.
Yeah.
You kind of force them to, you know, bring a power, some sort of power drink, get some electrolytes in you during two-a-days so they get used to doing it.
So they moved the ball back to the 50, and it's just both teams have committed a lot of after-the-play penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Lorain just kicked off from the 45 because of an after-the-play penalty, and then just gave that 15 right back on a hit out of bounds. And that's Osir Kimball yet again hobbling off. Got Buchanan and Wilson and Ezra up front. They've gone pretty much the whole game at defensive line, Tom.
Yeah. No, they're only playing defense.
Well,
right?
Although Luke played some offense because we noticed him 71 with a 71.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are only playing defense.
I don't know if that left tackle. Well, he's
the
barely legal.
Looks,
they're legal, yeah.
Oh, somebody came hard on a blitz. Got picked up. That one's out of bounds. But saved the sack.
Yeah.
Was
I don't know who that was that came in so hard. I can't see the black numbers from here.
I know. I think it was J.L. Diaz up the middle on a blitz.
It was a nice call. I'd like to see him sack a quarterback here.
Yeah.
Put the ball way behind the sticks.
2nd and 10, 5:42 to go. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Now, I'm thinking that the rule of thumb for offensive linemen is helmet has to be within the body of the center.
Yes, yeah.
And they were there, and that pass incomplete, intended for Kevin Powell. That's what I was looking for, but
okay.
Just an incomplete pass. Now, you would think that this might be 4-down territory unless something bad happens.
Just because of the score.
Well, down 2 scores.
Yeah.
Now it changes your thinking. And not the worst field position at the 50. See, now he's close.
There's another blitz.
Yeah.
He just rolls
Picked
out
up about 6.
Yeah, rolls out just enough to get out of that, out of the danger zone.
That was Vickers, 15, the running back that caught that. Now they're going to give him 2. So it's 4th and 8. So the Titan defense with a stop here can really make it tough on the Arcs. You'd give up that same play again. Straight back, Gilchrist over the middle, has a man. That's Kevin Powell, 17, down inside the 35 to the 33. That'll move the sticks. Pick up a 15.
See, coming across the middle like that, when you're blitzing those linebackers, that's opening up the middle. Your safeties.
Well, when you let a guy cut in front of you there, that's almost always a completion. Straight back. Good time. Caught and spun forward for about 8. Down to the 25.
And he's cramping.
That's Ray Smith on the
Smith,
tackle.
10. Yeah.
Ezra's coming out now, and in comes Demetrius Nixon on the defensive line. He goes inside, and Big Luke slides out to this end.
They have no one in the middle because, no down linemen. They're putting more linebackers in.
Over the middle once again. That was behind Vickers.
There's
Powell.
Yeah. 2 blue shirts had a chance, but
went by awful quick.
Oh, my.
3rd and 1. 4:27 to go. Call Hyro. Get out of the phone booth, get your cape on, and go make a play. Straight back once again. He's got a man on and out.
Nice little catch. Beautiful catch, actually.
Only 2 yards, but it's a first down. Yeah. So it'll keep the drive alive and move the sticks.
Why'd you only go 2 yards, Coach? That's all I needed.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if he'd have gone 3, he wouldn't have been able to come back and catch it. I'll tell you that. Now, Buchanan comes out. I didn't see who went in for him as they start to get some fresh bodies along the line. That's Luke Wilson with his hands around the quarterback, causing the incompletion. Luke rushed from the defensive end spot and got around, and
I think that's the first time I've seen the quarterback really touch this half.
Now, he was on the ground when, when he had that fumble down by the goal line.
Oh, that was
that wasn't pressure, that was fumble.
Yeah.
There's a timeout. I didn't see who called it.
Somebody's cramped, but So much cramped.
We have given away a lot of timeouts with cramps tonight. It's 10 after 10.
It's a passing attack that slows them down, and then all these little medical timeouts.
And again, you know, one thing it looks like they worked on is when you have a cramp, put your leg up in the air.
It's kind of like a signal.
Yeah. Some of these games going final now. Coach Creel goes down in his Euclid debut, 49-12 to Austintown Fitch.
Well, Fitch is usually good.
Akron Hoban goes down to
Whoa.
Archbishop Spalding out of Maryland, 28-14. That's kind of a stunner.
Yeah, some of those out of state schools are the best team in that state.
Yeah. Well, Bedford's about to go down. Nordonia's 34-6 in the fourth. Berea Mid-Park beat Brunswick 34-27.
Who's Maple playing?
I don't.
They didn't
have that
Maple
yet.
score.
Clearview wins 34-0 in what was kind of a rebuilding year for the Clippers. Maybe it's a reloading year. Cleveland Heights 6-0 final over Trotwood Madison. Usually a very good program from the southern part of the state.
Yeah. Almost always in the playoffs.
Amherst comes back to beat Copley 34-18. A nice win for their new head coach. And they've got a quarterback, I'll tell you. Straight back into the corner of the end zone, but out of play. And it'll be 3rd down and 10. The right read was made there, and he had a receiver in front of the deep back. It just maybe a little bit late. 3:57 to go. I just got a text from somebody down on the track that said if this game doesn't move along, I'm going to put a time card in. I think I said Bishop Hartley beat Elyria Catholic 48-28. As Gilchrist calls for the ball. Throws, got a man out here. Cuts it up. Tossed out of bounds by Osir Kimball. But that's going to move the sticks.
With 3:50 to go. Wow.
Down inside the, well, it looks like they're going to spot it right on the 10, so it'll be 1st and goal. Edison 47, Fireland 16. Tom, your granddaughter starts 0-1.
Yeah. Look at that gigantic gap between
with no one.
Guard.
Yeah. There, it's pressure up the middle.
You know why? That's Luke Wilson.
Yes,
he
it is.
took that gap.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Instead of going the other way, he took that gap, and the center couldn't get to him.
Yeah, because it's a long distance phone call from the center to the guard. So Luke Sack takes it back to the 18.
Yeah, you want to make them use all their downs down here. Let the clock run.
The Keystone Wildcats put 62 on the board tonight against Northwestern. Second and 17 for Gilchrist, who rolls. Had a man. Now he's got a man there. Picked off in the end zone.
I think he dropped the ball.
Nope, he caught it.
Oh, it was on the ground, so he caught it, and then, okay.
Let's see who that is.
Three.
That is number 3,
Yep.
Joseph Gaines.
Yep.
He's made a couple of big plays on special teams on kickoff returns. Now they're going to call it incomplete. Which, as you said, you saw it on the ground.
Yeah. And they're hustling the defense back on the field.
But not before a lot of our fandom is getting up to leave. Mayfield defeats Elyria 16-7, so the Titans will go to Elyria and face an angry bunch of Pioneers next week. Here looks like the game of the night, Tom. Uniontown Lake 36, McKeesport 35 in overtime.
Wow.
So somebody went for two.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was in Pennsylvania. Side-armed out, incomplete. Good coverage there. That's 4th down and 17 to go because it's 4th and goal. So the Titans could go a long way toward closing this one out.
If you get a stop, then you could just, keep the clock running.
Send your 170-pound back up the middle.
Yeah.
Now, I think it would be Torreno time if we...
And a counter. Davis will run a counter. His little
now
read.
There's a walk off. No, they're just setting it down. Okay, I'm confused, but no more so than anyone else. 4th and 17 from the 17. Brush needs it because they're down 13 points with 2:51 to go in this one. Jay Gilchrist will obviously put it up in the air again, but not before we have a timeout. This might be what do you want on your pizza?
Is this an official timeout rather than a team timeout?
I don't see anybody with cramps.
Did he move it up to the 16? Is that what the timeout was about?
Well, that's where it should have been. Because after they were on the 10, we got the sack back to the 17. Before I forget tonight, I want to thank Mike Pisciotti and Club TV 20 for all the fine work they do, getting us on the air and keeping us there, and especially because school hasn't started yet. So he rallied the troops and got us some talent behind the cameras. Aldo and Zoe. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you. Take a bottle of water out of petty cash. It's as much as you're going to get. Okay, pizza too. That's good. This is a strange one. I know that the white hat guy has the final say. Coach Boyes is saying, I didn't blow the whistle.
They're explaining to both teams. Maybe the officials are on a time card. Is somebody questioning what down it is? All right, let's play ball. Here we go.
This official on the near side blew the whistle and started that one. Gilchrist. He's got O'Neal next to him. Sends everybody out over the middle deep. Knocked away.
That's all you need. You don't have to intercept it. Just knock it down.
Fine play, defensive play in the end zone. That was reacting to the football. And that was number 11, Johnny Geiger.
How many timeouts does Brush have?
Brush has two times out.
So all those timeouts that was called, they got to talk about things, but never got charged because there were always injuries and
so the Titans will take over on the 17, 1st and 10. 2 first downs ought to do it. Now, the one thing you want to make sure of here is that you end every play in possession of the football. And Hyro Williams is in at running back. Here comes motion from Kimball. Whistle, timeout. Johnny Geiger, who made the play on defense, was sitting there. We were short a man. So that timeout doesn't hurt anything because the clock was already stopped on the change of possession.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't make this many mistakes, but they won't. Because like I said,
they'll get better.
They'll get prove after the first game.
Maple Heights beat North Royalton 34-23.
I think Maple was still in that mode. You got to outscore them because they were poor on defense, but they did score a lot of points last couple of years. But Shaq's not coaching there anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know where he.
St. Ed's goes down to Pickerington and beats Pickerington North, always strong, like 28-0. That's a statement win.
Yeah.
Clay is up 10 on Sandusky, now 31-21. And here's what I know about running the clock out, huh? O'Sear Kimball goes up and comes down with it. And that was Chase Davis just rearing back like he's a 12-year-old in the punt, pass, and kick competition. Because he just
heaved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's out to the 49. O'Sear is down again, and one of the arcs is down as well.
He learned just put your leg up and everyone runs to your attention. Yeah.
It's the new Titan way of giving a high five. If you're down on the ground, you put your foot up.
Now, I wouldn't have done that, but
hey,
it worked perfect, didn't it? They got 30-some yards out of that. Yeah. Because nothing good can happen if they intercept the ball.
Yeah. Well, if they intercept the ball, then you set yourself up for all the what were you thinkings.
Yeah. Yeah. But it worked like a charm.
I mean, it looks perfect now. How many yards do you think Chase has?
I don't know, but
it's got to be 250.
That's 33 more right there.
Yeah. He's had two long ones to O'Sear that didn't score.
Yeah, I'm thinking the ones that did score.
When he's had 52-22 that did score to Hyro. Of course, he had that one long one to Hyro called back, but he had the three screen passes.
Yeah.
Between the three of them have been 100 yards.
Yeah, you're right.
So he's got to be, if he's not over 250, he's right there. No idea of a school record, and we don't have a program this year, unfortunately.
Yeah, I have no idea who has the passing records in here.
And I believe that they just go from the opening of the Lorain Titans.
Not go way back to whenever King.
You know, there'd be city records.
I think Rossitano had
Matt Rossitano's probably got most of those.
He had like 6 touchdowns in one game, I think, one time. Okay. O'Sear's on the bench here. Hold the ball, whoever's going to run it.
So I'm not sure who that is next to.
That's
Is it? Is it Hyro?
No.
It's Terreno Allen.
Yeah, Allen.
Okay. Just waiting for the clock to run as much. He's waiting for the back judge. Now he puts his hands up in the air, which Chase means Chase. You got 5 seconds. Snap it already. Okay. He gives straight ahead to Allen. Maybe gets the 50, but not much more.
Now is Brush going to call a timeout?
Clock still ticks.
Well, if Brush don't call a timeout, I think that means they gave up.
Oh, there's a flag. I see an arc with his arms out like, who, me?
Officials are huddling up.
Well, I mean, the ball had already been spotted. Hyro running in from his wide receiver spot to calm the guys down.
Yeah.
Because in this point in the football game, the last thing an official wants to do is toss somebody out and cost them next week's game.
Yeah.
But, my gosh, man.
Yeah. That's very undisciplined on
so it'll go
their
down
part,
to the 34. And it's first down yet again. So I called for 2 first downs, and we've had 2, but both stopped the clock.
Yeah, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait till the official counts down. Just run the play up the middle. And if they're not going to call a timeout, you only have to go 2 more plays after this.
Could have gone victory. They might want to put something.
Oh, they are going to run the clock.
Okay, they might want to put something on film here. Yeah, you know what? The play was inbounds.
Yeah.
It was a run.
Yeah, so he's going to wait that 25 seconds.
That's your senior quarterback.
Yeah, smart.
10 seconds signaled. Now he'll start counting down 5 way in the back. There he goes. Straight ahead, Allen again. Got a hole. Torreno Allen to the house.
Yeah. 58.
34-yard run. Gets him on the board again. Makes it 39-19. Makes it 39-19, scoreboard operator. There it is.
Yeah.
I can do that because it's my sister.
I know that. I'm glad they're bringing a kicker back in rather
me
than
too.
doing it for 2. And I hope he makes it. Whoa.
Well, he's going to get a little closer. We were at a game a couple of years ago. It was a Lorain High game, getting down late, and Lorain High had clearly won and scored a touchdown like this. And the opposition committed 4 consecutive personal foul penalties, lining up for the extra point.
On purpose?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't always as good because Chase knows where to kneel. Come on, Jacob. Hope they give you a minute here to pick one. Good snap, good hold.
That's good.
That one drove through.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, this game's not going to get over till 10:30.
Yeah. Past my bedtime. Hope we don't do this next. Well, next week I won't be there because I'll be in Columbus. The kickoff of the Buckeye season. Looking forward to that. And with 58 seconds to go and the Titans up 21. Not a lot left to be decided here. You just want your guys to maintain their poise. So once again, the Titans are going to start the season 1-0 against the Brush Arcs. Last year it was 35-7, 40-19 this year. And Coach Boyas gets his first win. That's a oops. Picked up with one hand, runs straight ahead out across the 40. There's 9 Titans there trying to pull the football away. Nobody want to make a tackle.
Well, 22 come running in there, Mike Dennis, and push the whole pile 5 yards.
get some twos in there now. I see Big Luke coming off.
Yeah, you don't want to get anyone in a hustle because that's, you know, there's been some bad blood right away here.
Exactly. I would think Luke and Ezra are done. Also think Big Brandon is done. Yeah, that's pretty much an entirely new defense. This is still Gilchrist at quarterback and Vickers at running back for the Arcs. Rolling, throwing, completing, staying in bounds, doing.
Now he was fighting to get out of bounds, and they're throwing a flag.
Two more flags. That guy must have brought a bunch because I think that was the same man that threw them both. I think we're going to get one on the Titans and one on the Brush bench after the play.
No, it was a clean tackle because he was fighting to get out of bounds. Lorain was fighting to keep him in bounds. So
I'm not sure we didn't have a face mask.
Well, that's a different story.
This is like we're playing out the case book now. That was not well done. David Whitaker hobbling off.
That's the fastest I've ever seen a person run with a cramp.
Now they're walking it off against the Titans. Dead ball, personal foul, Lorain. So it was a little bit more than a face mask. Okay, so they're down to the 36 now. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, Brush. They're going to come back. Much ado about nothing, I believe William Shakespeare said. And guess where we're at, Tom?
Same place you started.
Yeah. Fortunately for the good of the game, the guys on the boxes didn't move.
But you have to walk it off, don't you, before you walk it off the other way? I don't know.
I think I could have accepted and explained an offsetting penalty. But technically they aren't. Still 2nd and 10. 1st and 10, excuse me. Rolling. Gilchrist. Complete down to about the 36. Didn't see, that was a sliding catch there by 7 Marquand Taylor. That'll move the sticks, stop the clock with 15 seconds to go.
They'll put it in the end zone, try to put it in the end zone, wouldn't you think?
Timeout.
Lorraine?
Brush.
No Brush, okay. I was wrong. I was wrong about that 10:30. It'd be much later.
You know, I've always felt for the season, you ought to get 60 timeouts for the season.
Oh yeah, if you use them all.
If you use them when they're done, then you're done. You don't have any more the rest of the year. Because if you had a set number of timeouts for the year, would they have called that timeout?
No, you wouldn't have wasted it. Right, you wouldn't have wasted it.
So, well, this should be the end of a 2-year contract. This is a very competitive opener. Lorain's defense made a difference. It was 2019 after they went in with 21 seconds to go in the half. And they, frankly, haven't done anything. Now this doesn't. 4 seconds, 3 seconds left. They milked a couple with 2 seconds left. It's a first down to stop the clock. Somebody had the ball thrown at him. I didn't pay much attention there. Somebody else called it time. They call another timeout.
They called 2 timeouts here.
I wonder if they had the over.
But they, but they didn't stop the clock when they were when they had a timeout to stop the clock.
When it was still a game.
Yeah, when it was a minute and 30 or something like that. Yeah.
It was a 13-point game. Tom, I'm not sure the score's right. I think it's 39-19 as I look at my score sheet. It's into the end zone.
Got it.
And the game that would not end, we're going to get an untimed down. It's a 20-yard pass. I can't tell you to who. And, insignificant other than the fact that, gives them something to feel good about. And they're going to call that, they're not going to even try the extra point. Because it does not matter.
Yeah.
So the two teams will line up and
just shake hands and
shake hands. Tom, for an opener.
Wow. I think it was an ugly game, but it was a win.
Yeah.
It will still go down in the W in the column. So, and I don't think they can play this sloppy against Elyria, but they won this game. Elyria, I assume, didn't win their game.
No, they lost.
So,
well, you put 6 scores on the board. Okay, you had a very good night from Chase Davis, who had a clean sheet, no picks, 3 touchdown passes, had a run of his own. Hyro Williams scored 3 touchdowns, 2 by pass, 1 by run. Osir Kimball and Terreno Allen joined the fun. Very good. Jacob Rivera proved that he's going to be a fine replacement for Reggie Johnson, kicking the ball. And they showed some poise when they gave up the score with 19 seconds left in the half, and then Brush came out and got the ball. You had to worry that they had all the momentum on their side.
Yeah.
And the Titans shut them out till the last play of the game.
And I think that little series in there where they held them down there and then they were down on the 1-yard line and everything like that, that set the tempo that Lorain's defense was going to.
The other series was when Brush broke the big play and had the downfield holding penalty and had it, instead of being inside the 30-yard line, was back on the wrong side of the 50. And that, that really, because then the Titans held from there. And the defense was really the story in the second half.
In the second half,
it was 40 points.
Yeah.
But your defense really, really stood out.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts as we get ready for Elyria next week?
Well, I think they're going to have some tough practices to kind of let's eliminate. Lost my train of thought there.
T. King can do that to you.
I guess. But I think they have to have some tough practices to work out some of the problems they had. Work out some of those problems. It's going to be an afternoon game, so it'll be a little bit different. You'll feel a little bit more like the scrimmages used to feel.
Or like a practice, when you're playing after school, But it also, when it's the only time you do something, it's very difficult to, know what to do in terms of what, kids going to bed and getting up and things like that.
It's always been said that the biggest improvement you make is after your first game into your second game. Yeah. And they got a tough one with Elyria, I got to believe, because then they have a fine running back, and they're going to be it's kind of that rivalry thing. Sandusky's going to be up there soon after that, so they're going to have a couple tough games. Games.
And then I think they've got Akron Firestone?
Firestone is in there last year.
And then the league.
And then there's a South in there. I think the Willoughby, they play Willoughby South in there somewhere along the line. And then they have a couple easier ones in the league before they get into the real
meat of the league schedule. Yeah.
Bedford and Maple at the end. So, Ty?
Well, hey, gosh, it's great to open with a win. And
it is. Yeah.
Jim Boyce and the Titans, they did just that. 40 for the Titans, 25 for the Arcs. For Tom Bauer, for Mike Pisciotti, for Club TV 20, this is Jay Ferguson reminding you that it is a great time to be a Titan.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court, when you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.